stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. My mind's too complicated. I stop these conversations. It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like you could save me from my isolation. My mind's too complicated. I stop these conversations. see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out to the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you'll spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out to the morning light?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Frost Esports in our weekly 3v3 Rocket League tournament. We're going to have a good one here today. It's going to be a good one with some good series, upper bracket, lower bracket, maybe some comeback stories, lots of stories to tell. But first, let's tell who the voices of the stream are going to be first. I am Llama77, joined at the casting booth. It is the handsome devil himself. It is Ground Zero. How are you doing today?
I am doing absolutely amazing there, my friend Llama. Thank you for the warm welcome as always on to Frost. Though nonetheless, it is chilly, and we're here for some icy gameplay and some heated moments between these two teams. And we're going to be coming in straight away to the winners semifinal, which is a best of three to remind everybody who's in the Twitch chat right now. And we've got teams that are amazing here. They've had their own journey all the way towards the winners semifinals, which includes Big Truck and Hey Whoa. So I'm not going to lie, I have to ask there, my friend Llama, who do you have going in for the early vote here between the both sides? Who's gonna win this?
Here's the thing, I have never seen these two teams before. Maybe it's just some new names, but nonetheless, Big Truck did take that dub against Oui Oui, a very well-known team, 2-0 up in that previous matchup. So maybe giving them a little bit of that edge, but we know anything can happen in these best of threes grounds, so let's get right into it.
Exactly, I do have to agree. And speaking of anything happening, we just see an own goal redirect. Oh dear, oh no. This is unfortunate from the side of Plum there, who worked perfectly to get that play, the 50-50. I don't think Lev was expecting that to occur at all in that situation. And you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I would be too, looking ill-positioned as well. And that kind of thing happening doesn't seem out of the blue. But nonetheless, in the first 30 seconds, the possession of the game going away into the favor of the other team here, who are working pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie, they started off Big Truck starting off very strong, starting off good, but Hey Whoa, I believe they got the potential still. I wouldn't want to count them out of the fight just yet, but hey, Big Truck here with the play. Saurus, he is huge. His truck is just massive. This man is Optimus Prime for sure. With that air dribble perfectly going right past the defense of two players from Hey Whoa. 2-0 now, with 4 minutes 16 seconds left on the timer here. And I think this first game is working pretty well in the favor of Big Truck.
They're putting some good offense together already. Love to see it. Not only the own goal, but like you said, just kind of charging right on through, trusting your players, and once again, Vivid putting up a touch, getting the offense going, trying to get the bump as well right in the back line. You love to see it for Big Truck, showing creativity, but Plum going for the basic play up in the air will get read out. So showing some defense, showing some counter attack here from Big Truck, as once again they set back up. It's an open goal. Vivid with the third.
Oof, that is once again unfortunate. It seems to me that this game is nothing more than a tragedy for the side of Hey Whoa, and I think their name is quite apt to the situation, because Hey Whoa, where did this ball even come from? Why is it going into my net? Seems to be pretty accurate of a situation for them right now, but nonetheless, they still don't seem to be working towards any form of rotational situation, because they're just conceding more goals upon goals. They seem to be losing kickoffs now as well, where otherwise they still had something of like the kickoffs in their possession. Now it's 3 minutes 46 seconds left of the timer here, and 4 goals down. It's looking very, very, very rough here for the side of Hey Whoa.
it is looking tough. They got to dig themselves out of this 4-goal hole, which, like you said, going to be tough to do, and maybe even tougher if they add one more. The centering pass right towards the mid. The offense not going to stop. A beautiful waterfall. Rezun's able to read that out perfectly, but the attacks are keeping on coming. The opportunities are not done. Off of the backboard. What a pass there. Saurus gets yet another goal.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful from his side there. But what can we just credit Pyro with that 50-50 pass that worked perfectly? Could have been his own goal as well. Gotta give credit to that. But nonetheless, 5-0 down, and that hole just seems to be being bigger and bigger. Dug more and more, quicker and quicker from the side of Team Big Truck here. Well, considering the fact that they are Big Truck, and I think their job is unloading and working, machinery wise, construction workers, you gotta give credit to the fact that yes, they are very much fantastic at their job right now, and making sure that the team here, they're being forced to dig into a hole that's going to be very difficult to get out of. 5 goals though in 3 minutes, that's quite unlikely, even for no matter how much of the best teams you put forward in even in rlcs pros here. In this kind of situation, even they would have to concede the fact that they are down by a lot of goals here, and just realize the situation. Okay. I'd say at this point, could have been an opportunity there from the side of hey woah, could have been a goal, but sadly for them, once again, just a tad bit slower to the opportunities, I would say, and a little bit of a friendly fire, shall we say, at the same time as well. A lot of issues, which I think the fact that they're on screen, those kind of nerves do occur here. But these things can be ironed out as the game goes by, but they don't have many opportunities though. The best thing they can hope to do is to win the second game and bring this to a game 3 and push themselves into the winners finals against Peak here. But currently the situation, hey woah, once again, still this first game not in their favor.
Definitely not in their favor. They got time maybe to get some goals back and forth here, but nonetheless, probably, like you said, possibly looking already towards that game number 2, but you still got 2 minutes to play. See what you can do with it. How about a crossbar shot right there? A bounce off, a second attempt won't be there as Lev gets beaten towards the ball. An aerial play. Vivid, the counter attack is so clean.
That was absolutely nasty. Lev, even he might be asking the question, where did this man even pop out of? Even I couldn't tell you. It just felt like you did. He just popped out of absolutely nowhere, flying down perfectly and angling that ball right into the goal once again. And is now Big Truck just remaining in the lead. And I think at this point, they just don't have mercy. It's like trying to beat a dead horse. When do you stop? And I don't think it's in their dictionary for Big Truck to ever stop. They just keep on rolling and rolling and rolling, and the construction workers, they keep on digging and digging. You gotta respect their tenacity, the less though. But hey woah, like I said, this game just not in their favor. And the hole that's been dug here is a very deep 8-foot trench that they have to cross over with 6 goals now with 1 minute. I think you're gonna need Jesus at this point to start taking the wheel here to at least give you some form of hope.
And I think the hope right now is just get off that goose egg. At least get something here towards the end. There you go. It's a pickpocket right at the goal line. Rezun's gonna be the one to do it. It starts with Lev on that side wall with a nice pass, and then just a steal, saying, you don't have control over that ball. I can slam it home. Hey, whoa, with the first goal, but see, we could be going to Brazil if they're not careful.
Oh yeah, we're definitely. It's very much very likely territory from the side of hey woah and Big Truck here with the way Big Truck has been playing consistently. They've been playing very, very strong. Their aggression is something to truly behold here. But here it is. There is that Brazil. We finally found the funny sunny side of Brazil here. But we've managed to go into the Big Truck here, all the way to Brazil. I'm not gonna lie, the journey was quite nice, and from the side of Big Truck, they played so strong and they're so dominant. You gotta give credit to the fact that they're so unrelenting with the pressure, because they know they've got the opportunities, they know they can create these holes, and they just keep on digging so hard that it just feels impossible to even dig out of.
It seems that way. They're controlling the entire flow of the game right now, and might just add one more to it. Gonna be up in the air for Vivid, won't get the pass clear that time. This time clearing for hey woah, but the counterattack immediately. Big Truck been so good, and getting that ball up over a couple of defending players is gonna be nice as well. The rotation back though will have to be a little bit clean. 30 seconds left to go. Hey woah, they did get themselves off the goose egg, but only a breadstick sits for them as 30 seconds remains.
30-second though at this point, I would say just sit tight and hold mum and wait for the option of the second game coming on and giving yourself a little bit of mercy, a little bit of an option now, a little bit of a breather. But now it's ticking down like a death omen here for the side of hey woah. Still no goals other than the Brazil, and I don't think that's going to be the best way to start from them. But, you know, you do work towards better. There were some shining opportunities that they did have. You've got to give credit to the fact that they did have potential. But Big Truck here, they made sure to squash it and make sure it never reared its ugly head, especially for the side of AWO here. 7-1, not the best result here, but, you know, I think Big Truck here definitely going to be patting themselves on the back and calling it a day and saying, hey, you know, that's one way to start off a game.
It definitely is. And how about one way to start off a series as well? I mean, you talk about just taking down a Oui Oui team, which we know has been able to win multiple of these Frost tournaments. They are a constant team that shows up in multiple of these weekly tournaments. So to take out them, to come in here into a big matchup, 7-1, 5 goals on the board from Saurus, has got to feel really good. But you mentioned it, it's not over, although the series does seem like that's a crushing blow for Heywo. They got another opportunity in this next game to bounce back.
Best of three, just to remind everybody. So, you know, you got that one little bit of ray of hope here. It's still shining down. The angel may be looking over you, your guardian angel. Who knows? Maybe I might have abandoned you as well at the same time, to be fair to them. But, hey, whoa, like I said, they had their options, they had their opportunities, but what the biggest issue we've seen here is lack of effective communication, which caused them to bump into each other, fight against each more rather than work in tandem as a machine, as we've seen from the side of Big Truck. So if they want to start winning, you got to start emulating the same formula that Big Truck have applied to themselves, which is, you know, obviously, like we see, they're getting results.
Well, they got to emulate something here, but we are heading off into game number 2. And Big Truck, again, with that smashing game 1 victory, they're just one game away from slamming this one home. Moving on, like you said, further and further into the bracket. But hey, well, what is the answer? They got that goal at the end. Can they replicate that anymore? Lev is going to try and get some success up in the air. Will be denied for now. It continues, though. This counterattack has looked clean all of the first game. A double crossbar denial there from Hey Whoa.
Ooh, that's not going to feel good then, considering the fact that Big Truck, they're definitely looking for those opportunities to start off, you know, start off strong and make sure they can take a 2-0 sweep, which they've actually done against Oui Oui as well. So if you're looking to remain consistent, Vivid there, they did fail from the side of Big Truck there on that opportunity, but nonetheless, they still have more to come. 4 minutes left on the time here, but I think it's Hey Whoa. Excuse me? Even their phrase, their team name has now become my favorite phrase, considering the fact that I gotta ask, what even happened? The perfect passing play from Plum there. It was teammate Lev. And Vivid, I think he just overextended there on the jump and the flip there a little bit too much, and where sadly for him, his car just rolled off of Lev's there, and the ball perfectly just walking itself and rolling itself right into the blue net, giving the first goal actually to the side of Hey Whoa, who have worked very hard for their first goal here in the second game.
They worked hard for it. The communication, like you said, might have been lacking in game number 1, but the communication off of that play was good. Got to play some defense here for Big Truck off of that kickoff. Did suffer another demo towards their way. And Lev doing a good job once again at playing this high line, making sure that all these passes that they're trying to get cleared out of the zone, you get demoed, they get forced, and off into the corner, Plum and company won't be able to secure the possession this time, but some really good pressure as they clear back to mid.
They're working pretty well there inside from the side of Hey Whoa. Now they've still got options. I think the first game, like we said, it's just a bit of a taste test or the appetizer, but you know, you got to make sure you're ready to jump into the main course meal as fast as you can. And I think they finally started to feel that they're, you know, not effectively communicating the last game. You know, those kind of things. Those only teams who start adapting and realizing their mistakes are only teams that prosper and go further on in these kind of game modes and tournaments. And with this for us weekly coming out at 91 as well, we're 9 off for the 100. We got big plans hopefully for the 100th one. I'm not gonna lie there, Lam. I hope we do. And right now from the side of these teams, until then, 9 more weeks of action. And on the 91st, we're starting off pretty strong from the side of Big Truck here and Hey Whoa. 50-50. Ball goes in the air, passing down play there from Vivid to Tyro with a shot. Sadly for him, things the ball was too tired at this moment to really go into the net there. The ball will still remain in action for the side of both teams here. 1 goal still in the favor of Hey Whoa, and they're remaining to work to eradicate the whole existence of Big Truck itself. Absolute demolition derby. But nonetheless, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the timer here, and we've still got a lot more Rocket League left to come.
A lot of Rocket League, and still only that 1-goal lead. One single mistake can cause that to change the tides of this game in any which way. Saurus, though, 5 goals on the previous game. Going to try and set up the teammates once more. Beats one. Will look for the second. It is only one defender. Are there teammates in the area? Yes, but they're too late. Will this be an overextension? The answer is yes. Plum, the counterattack, seeing the over-rotation, will find the goal.
Perfect play, perfect goal, and perfect opportunity once again from the side of Halo. They're working so well now. There's been a lot of improvements they made over the duration of the course of this game, and it's worked out well in their favor. I said so before. You want to start winning, you got to start emulating the big truck formula. And they're riding the exact same truck, same sponsor, same corporation. Who knows? Where this time, right now, Big Truck, they're feeling the pressure and they're finally tasting a bit of their own medicine here. And for sure, I don't doubt that it's going to be a little bit bitter here for sure. Now this is the 50-50 ball. Goes in the air, Tyro. Winning that possession off, but he's desperate to keep that ball in the middle. Still in action here. It goes back to the hands of Resun. And now he's going to be looking to find his teammate in middle, passing it back. He does, but sadly for him, it's not really the most effective one. Lev looking to tap it awkward with the possession of the ball. Now taking off a pinch off the sidewall. Resend also finding his own teammate for possession of the ball here. Lev jumping up. Everybody's just in absolute chaos here with 1 minute left on the timer. I think from the side of Big Truck, they were desperate to get one more goal on the scoreboard here, but sadly for them, the opportunity just goes right out of their hands consistently. Good defense from the side of Hey Whoa. They're working a lot better now in the second game.
They're working well together here, and you talk about it, that extra pressure, just a lot of crossbar hits coming from Big Truck. No goals there, and what a pass. I mean, Risen is going to beat them all here with this one. Lev puts it beautifully onto the wheels, just a 1v1, and the PK wins from Hey Whoa.
Oh, that is perfect. Well, it's not a game one from the side of Hey Whoa. 3 goals. That's pretty nice and comfortable to give yourself a little bit of edge over the other team here. That's worked off well from the side of Hey Whoa. We're now with 3 goals, 52 seconds left on the timer here. Ooh, Tyro looking to eradicate that goal scored by 1. But sadly for him, his effective freestyling in this moment will not work out well. The ball goes back in the hands of Hey Whoa, who are themselves looking a tad bit awkward as well. Now Plum, he's going to pop it up the sidewall. Lev, last man in defense. Will he save this ball? Yes, he does. He's going to get the double tap up the sidewall. No, he's perfectly fake to Resun. Resun now to Plum. Leaves it away. Resun trying to go from the side, which he does. Saved off well from the side of Big Truck. Ball popping off in the back from Plum to Lev. Lev missing it off there. Good save from the side of Big Truck. Tyro missing the ball. Viver with a shot opportunity. 50-50. Now Plum, though, taking out the backboard. He's going to go for an air triple of his own. 50-50 of Saurus here into the corner it goes. And the last 10 seconds are occurring with the second game going in the favor of Hey Whoa here. 3 goals to their name. Very strong return comeback. I'm not gonna lie, gotta give credits to them, and I think I spoke a little bit too soon. It seems Tyro worked perfectly off that ball. Got 1 goal to his name for Big Truck, but I think a little bit too little too late at this moment with only 2 seconds left in the timer here for game 2.
That's the sad news. Yes, you get the goal, but like you said, 2 seconds left on the clock, just not going to be enough to find those 2 goals in. So it'll bounce around right off of kickoff, but we thought this series might have been done and dusted after that game 1, but Hey Whoa, really smacking back here in this game number 2. You mentioned it, that the communication was very much lacking in that game number 1, but coming into game number 2, the passes, they're on point. The counterattack specifically, it really seemed like Big Truck, they were still trying to play, forward. They wanted to play that forward line, and every time they overstepped just a little bit, Hey Whoa was right there to get a counterattack and score that goal in the back of their net.
It worked out perfectly as well. That they emulated Big Truck a lot better than I think even Big Truck were expecting to see here. So a lot of improvements, as we said, in the duration of this game, especially with the passing plays. A lot more effective to see that actually being implemented in here, which was not really being seen from the side of Big Truck. All of these, fantastic individual players for sure. Got to give credits to that. But the actual presence of an effective passing play wasn't really there. And Hey Whoa saw that opportunity, utilized it for that part of the formula for themselves, and it's worked out perfectly well. They're getting those shots, they're getting the goals as well. So now the pressure is here in the third game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm all for best of three, best of 5, best of 7s, taking it all the way to the final end. Just to squeeze out that extra bit of content. I'm not gonna lie, but who will win? Every person in this lobby now is going to be feeling the pressure for sure in the back of their head, because one mistake, it's going to cost you in this last moment.
That's very true. Like you talk about, it's going to be the highest stakes possible for these teams to move on to the next round. You got to win this game, but it's through the other team. Obviously, for the team that does lose the series, there still is the lower bracket to play through, but Want to stay in this winner's bracket for as long as possible, for at the end of the road there is a game advantage if you can make it to that grand finals through the winner's bracket. But one of these teams, their road will end here in the winner's bracket to drop down to the losers, but we'll see how it starts. We'll see if Big Truck can get that response.
They're definitely going to be needing it for sure, because there's a lot of aggression from the side of Hey Woah right now. They're working so perfectly well, bouncing on each other. They're finding passing plays as well that is working so effectively to dismantle the defense of Team Big Truck here. Are now absolutely demolished with that passing from the side of Plum here, with pass off the backboard. A little bit of a bump there, I believe, from Vivid, but worked off well to position Resun in position more than it helped to dismantle him in position instead. And now that goal going straight in the favor of Hey Woah, who are definitely not going to look a gift horse them out here and take the first goal in the third game with 4 minutes 22 seconds left on the timer here.
And Plum, that's huge, you know, to just sit in the corner, wait, know you have a pass set up, and Plum this time knows they have the pass off the corner. How beautiful. Not even a minute gone. It's a 2-goal lead from Hey Woah, and another beautiful shot from Plum.
It's working off pretty well for the side of Hey Woah here, and I think at this point, they're looking far too strong for a team like Vivid. They gave their all in the first game, but you know how in marathons and situations like these, you can't give your 100%. You gotta pace yourself to make sure that you don't just die off by the time that the game actually, when you need to clutch up, you're just not present at all. And right now, Big Truck, they're looking kind of tired. They're looking ready for a nap here, but at the same time tired. I think he's looking to you know, wake up just a little bit here from the side of Hey Woah. They're gonna need 2 goals though within the duration of 4 minutes. I think it's very much possible, but Hey Woah, they're looking like a completely different team here in the third game.
They really are. They've come out swinging. Those 2 goals going to be feeling very hefty on the shoulders of Big Truck, who, like we said, had such a good game number 1. With game number 3, talk about 3. That's going to be the 3rd goal on the board for Hey Woah.
Oh, that is far too strong for the side of Hey Woah. What a play, what a shot, what a passing play. Once again, Lev getting that goal for himself, and what a beautiful shot that was. So Hey Woah, they're just working like a machine, and this machine is like TI-82, I believe, from Terminator, and it's looking to absolutely lay some bloodshed on this field right now. This is a passing play opportunity from Plum. Sadly for him, doesn't really work off well, but nonetheless, he does manage to come back in time for a rotate, position himself for a 50-50, gets a corner boost as well. Now he's got everything that he needs for a deadly combo, boost and possession of the ball, but he's gonna have to forego that and give it away to his teammate Resun. Resun with passing play to Lev. Lev now with a shot. Lev with a shot. Lev with a save, unfortunately for him. Soros, perfect position there. 3 minutes left on the timer here. Pop there from Soros, and now Plum looking to pinch that off the side wall. Doesn't really go anywhere. Right back in the hands of Soros once again, and this ball is there. Going back in the hands, it's done and over with, and I think this game is looking in favor of Team Hey Woah.
And well, they really shown good things, and you see the really only offensive series that Big Truck had right there immediately shut down. You see it again off the sidewall, an immediate counterattack, the step too far forward, and Hey Woah seeming like they want this game number 3. 3 goals still the lead as we approach the back half of this game. Passing not there, a little bit of miscommunication, and the zone is going to have to be exited out again.
Oh, good shot, good shot. Resun, that redirect was perfect. Accurate to the T. Bounced off the ceiling as well. How did he get that power? I have no idea. But even both the defensive player from the side of a Big Truck here were not enough. And Vivid, sadly for him, he redirected the ball right back into his own net. 4-0 down. Still 2 minutes left on the timer here. Do we call it a shut and done case, or do we still say that there's hope here for the side of Big Truck there, Dama?
I mean, we gotta say there's still hope. I mean, a team that scored 7 goals in a game and still 2 minutes on the clock, there is definitely hope, but right now their truck has been stuck in the mud, not able to find anything. A shot right there goes right into the hands. Waiting from the defenders on Hey Woah. They now get the counterattack of their own. Again, these offensive series have been shut down, looking like a completely different team. Big Truck, if you remember in game 1, they were able to get those multi-touch opportunities off of every single streak. A 2v1 in the back line, and it drives right on in. Plum finds it. It is 5.
My God, what a play from the side of Plum here. Perfect redirect. This man is a one-man army for sure. And at that point, he just wanted to make sure he gets a, stat padding against Big Truck here. And as you said, they're completely stuck in the mud. They just can't even make it out of their half of the lobby, it seems, every now and then. And there's completely finding themselves mismanaged. There's a lot of aerial tension. 50-50 is working off well, but nonetheless, with 5 goals down and 1 minute 30 seconds left on the timer here, it's looking like game 1. But this time, the tables have somewhat reversed here.
They have reversed a little bit, and why not add another goal to it? Lev, a shot towards that right post, connects once again. Like you said, if the mound was not enough, it is building bigger and bigger. Rasun is going to be able to get that pass right to Lev to score that goal. Teammates getting involved here, and as well, 6 is going to be the number for Big Truck to try and find in just that short minute and 20. Obviously, as a reminder, Peak is going to be waiting for the winner of this series, and you said it might already be done.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with that assessment. They're 6 goals down with 1 minute left on the timer here, and once again the ball finding itself back in the blue half the lobby here. Vivid, not most solid as it touches there. 50-50 gives away possession to Lev. Now it's gonna be Soros off the backboard trying to defend this play here from making itself into 7-1 here. I think from the side of Hey Whoa, they're looking to give Team Big Truck here a bit taste of their own medicine, especially when it comes to the score line from game 1. Now with 42 seconds left of the timer here, Lev looking for the double flip reset. Sadly for him, it worked off against him. Good play there, but that clear. Plum looking very desperate. He manages to save that opportunity, and now the ball finding himself in an action. 30 seconds left on the timer here, and I think this is very, very difficult at this point for Big Truck to even call it an opportunity for them to come back.
At 20 seconds on the board, time going to be running low here. Hey, whoa, they really showed up in the back half of this series, and why not, Lev? Make it 7. Tickets to Brazil are on the cards, and Big Truck can score one more. And just an intercept at midfield. You see Big Truck, they're trying to just make these, desperate plays, trying to throw players forward, trying to invest all the boost, but it is all for nothing here. Hey, whoa, on to the lucky number 7, and there's the shot right off of kickoff. Hey, whoa, giving that one over, and GZ, we're going to Brazil again.
Oh, my days, it's lovely, it's sunny, and it's looking beautiful from the side of Brazil here. 7-1, and I'm not gonna lie, Llama, we kind of come full circle if you think about it. We started with 7-1 in the first game, we went 3-0, and then we came 7-1, but this time the other side away, and my god. Ooh. Oh my days. Excuse me? Lev, with a 50-50 off the goal. Of the kickoff. Worked off perfectly for Plum, who got an insane double tap, and Lev stole his goal on the goal line itself. 8-1. Forget about Brazil. We're looking to get possible Barcelona here. No, two times sunny places. Who knows? I'm not gonna lie. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm on for it as well, but unfortunately the time ticks low. It'll hit the ground. Hey, whoa, smashing this final game here in the series. It is 8-1. The series score overall will go their way, 2-1, and they'll be moving on towards the next round. Like you said, that series going full circle. The communication looks so on point in the last game, punishing every mistake. And as that game went on and on, they saw Big Truck trying to make these plays, just trying to do anything in desperate attempts, and they were just able to just play calm, cool, and collected, and with that, they'll be moving on to the next round.
Exactly, I can't wait to see more of this team here. They're looking very lethal, but a bit of a slow start. But these kind of things do happen. The second you're put blasted straight into the spotlight, and you feel the nerves come on. They may have some stage fright in the first game, but nonetheless they aged like fine wine as this series went on in the winner semifinal, and they're through on to the winners final against Peak here. Now Peak, some of the players here are present in the Twitch chat as well. So let's see if they're facing the nerves with the winners final. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to see how these two teams are going to face each other off their Llama.
Yeah, I'm excited too. We talk about it. It's the winners final. Right on the horizon is the grand final. You win this matchup, you guarantee yourself a spot, you guarantee yourself some prize money. And we talk about it. That all-important game advantage is up and available for the team that wins one. But as a reminder for this series, Big Truck, they're not done. Okay, we got the lower bracket for them. They'll have a chance to maybe make a deep run through that lower bracket, and the team that wins that lower bracket finals will be moving back up to the grand finals. So maybe we will see them later. Hopefully they can recover from that 8-1. But before we can unfortunately get into that next series, we do have to take just a little bit of a break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't you go anywhere. Grab a drink and get ready, because the winner's final will be here right after a break.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. I'm way too complicated. I stop these conversations. It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. And it goes like this. You could save me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Frosty Esports. Still here with our 91st edition of our 3v3 Rocket League tournament, but we're moving a little bit further up in the bracket now. We are sitting at the winners final. The series format changes a little bit. We get back to that best of 5 that everybody knows and loves, and 2 teams that are competing for a spot in that grand final.
Oof, that spot is the all and juicy one that gives you a great opportunity to win that great sweet paper money there. The $100 sponsored by Trolley as well. Congratulations, and we want to thank our sponsor once again for all they do for Frost here, sponsoring these Monday weeklies. Now we got Peak here versus playing Hey Woah. Hey Woah, we watched just currently. They're just in the last game in winners semi-final, which they put up a fantastic performance. To be fair to them, good opportunity there from Lev. He's trying to start off strong here from the side of Hey Woah, and now it's going to be Skippy, flip reset, air dribble from the side, 50-50. That was going to be close here, but nonetheless, it will not go into the net. 50-50 all, and now it's all battling all around. With the first 30 seconds, no one has scored just yet, but the action is tightly packed.
Action is definitely there. Some good passing going to be right off the backboard. A nice shot. It's going to be the soft touch from Razun to get that one in the back of the net. That is huge there from Lev. What a touch off the backboard. Both players push up, try to commit forward. That means a nice soft touch. Put that in the back of the net. Hey, whoa, strike first.
They strike first and they strike hard as well. They're looking to maintain the same consistency we saw them coming in from the last game in the winners semi-final. And to credit to them, it was a very great performance as well. They put up 8-1 in the last game. And game 3 coming back full circle as well. But will they be able to do it against a team Peak here? Skippy, who's actually top 30 in ones, and Holland, otherwise known as Modify, beforehand. Fantastic coach as well. So we got great minds, great players who have mechanics and great mind games galore. So how do you defeat a team like that right now? Hey, well, definitely showing us that they're capable of putting one goal, but will they be able to maintain it? I think that's the bigger question we got to ask ourselves here, there, Llama.
Yeah, that is a question we'll have to answer. And you kind of talked about at the end of the previous series that, hey, well, they took some time to get, into the actual series. They got Brazil the first game of the series, but bounced right back. This time, they're already up and active, so this is somewhat of a dangerous thing for Peak. Also dangerous is Lev right off the backboard, unfortunately. Going to be Skippy on the counterattack. Plum able to use just enough boost to keep it alive. The double touch denied, and once again, it'll be Peak denied from the back of the goal, still sitting on 0.
Okay, worked off nearly so well. There's so many opportunities. That is a very, very odd 50 there from the side of Skippy, but nonetheless, it could have been lethal if it was a little bit more accurate, but it had the power. Oh, opportunity there from Alex. Nearly it did occur, and Alex now looking to rotate. Skippy and Holland now looking to formulate and generate an opportunity, but it doesn't seems to be a little bit more difficult than we expect on the side of Team Peak here, or just a bit more. While they are prevalent and present in the orange half of the lobby, they just can't seem to be getting the goals here. It's so tight-knit, the defense of Halo, and they're not letting one goal past them right now.
They definitely aren't. That's huge. But, at the same time, with that one goal lead, it's very, very fragile. You make one mistake, it's all of a sudden shattered. And that team right back in, you talk about Holland driving across that goal line. Won't be able to find a teammate to center it to, but they set it up at 2v2 right at the goal line. Defended out beautifully. Alex unable to find it, but the pressure continues. If they can steal away the boost, if they can keep this up, it could possibly result in a goal. Battling it out in the corner. One of the teammates does have to rotate back, and Awo should be able to get this out, but a continual contest from Peak.
They're contesting so hard as well, but once again, they're just not getting the results they want, and I think it's starting to wear down on them for sure. It can definitely make you feel a little bit more frustrated than necessary, but like Halo, when they've suffered even the 7-1 loss in the first game, you gotta be able to keep the mental cool, yourself active, and find those opportunities and generate something for your team. You're trying to be a team player here. There's no I in team. You can't always be singular players finding your heroic moments, but more of a hero when you manage to band together. And I think Peak here, they still are finding those opportunities. They're looking like a very, very strong team, capable of at least nearly getting those goals, but every time they're near the net, they just don't have that boost necessary to get one shot on the net itself. And hey, whoa, they got some very, very nice defense working out well for them in the first game.
Yeah, the iron wall holding strong right now. A good steal there from Skippy. What a pickpocket. That was beautiful, taking all 3 players from Halo to try and defend that. That means possibly a counter follow-up from Peak. Up into the air is Holland, looking for the double touch, won't find it. The teammate as well, Skippy unable. The communication just a slight bit off on that play. So Halo, they're going to be able to clear it out, but getting into this final minute, once again, they have to be careful. Any goal in the back of their net could spell overtime.
It really, really could, and I don't think that's a threat they like as well at the same time as well. Alex, good redirect there, will work off perfectly to Skippy. Bit of a bump there on the backboard. We're seeing a lot of action occurring there. Suisun now with a shot opportunity, gets the goal as well. Perfect play from the side of Halo. They're looking so strong. Good passing play to himself as well. That was a very fantastic setup. 2 goals now for the better with 30 seconds left for the timer here. I think it's a kind of a shutdown case from the side of Halo, who are looking to take game 1 in this winners final.
They're doing good, especially Razun. It's going to be an unassisted goal off of that one. 30 seconds is sometime in Rocket League, but they probably have to score this goal very quickly, which they haven't been able to find. Speaking of it, they find it. Takes them 4 minutes 40, but the first goal is on the board, and it's Skippy to do so.
What a perfect shot that was from the side. Passing play there from Alex as well. That pinch was something even I wasn't expecting to be just so beautiful. And his teammate working ever so well to make sure he's in the right place at the right time. And that he was Skippy. And he's got that goal for themselves. But it's basically back to square one, back to the drawing board with 13 seconds on the timer here. Unless Holland can put something on the scoreboard here. Holland! Oh, oh my days, that could have been an opportunity and a half, and if I wasn't stopped from screaming here at the top of my lungs, I would have been able to do so. Holland nearly got a double tap, sadly for them. I think this game one is over. No, it's still up there, but I think now we can finally call it game one over in favor of Team Heywo. Never mind.
Bounce. Just a second. They're not giving it to you just yet, Grand Senior. There you go. Finally, after some beating hearts right at the end of the game, Heywo will be the winner of game one of the series. Now, important to note, it's a best of 5, right? So that's only the first game out and away. It wasn't anything crazy like a Brazil or an 8-1 like we had in the previous series, but you can really see at peak, they had opportunities. Look at that shot counter. That is 13 on the board. Only 4 shots from Heywo. 2 of them, though, landing in the back of the net. That's the most important thing. The rotations were really good, but Peak just weren't able to find the back of the net other than, 20 seconds left in the final minute.
You can't be, putting all your eggs into one basket in the last minute. You got to make sure you're consistently pacing yourself for the duration. You got 5 minutes on the timer, and in 5 minutes, like we said, Peak, they got those shots. They've got so many on the line, but their ratio was just a tad bit slower here. But, there was those shining moments, and I think we're going to be seeing a different different game from Peak in game 2 as well. Same thing we saw in Heywo. They're looking to surprise us. Peak, they definitely have more than something up their sleeves for sure. So I wouldn't count them out of the fight just yet.
Yeah, and it's not like your defense totally broke down, right? You only let 2 goals in. It was only a 1-goal game, close right up until the final seconds, giving us a little bit of some of those beating hearts we were talking about. But going forward in the series, like you said, it could be a flip around. Now Skippy has a goal. That is a player we are going to have to focus on here. Going into game number 2, Peak, what is the response going to be?
I think it's a bit of a demo there from the side of Alex, who's kind of changed there from his Phoenix style. He's gone to the Octane, so I'm not gonna lie, who knows, maybe that car change preset will work out well for him. Holland now still working off well for the defense for the side of Peak here. Great defense. They managed to make sure that ball didn't find itself in the back of their net. Lev looking to work off against each other with the first 30 seconds nearly gone off the timer here. Nothing has happened just yet, but I think there's been a bit of a change here from the side of Peak, in my opinion. I'm looking at a different Peak here.
Possibly, but no goals here in the first 30 seconds, so a little bit hard to tell. Lev, a nice little try at the 50-50 there. We'll get a bump as well on the back. It's a crossbar. Oh, it hurts. Skippy will go the other way. The redirect mid-air will not find it. Both teams with some really good opportunities, but once again, we stood a standstill.
It has really much come to a standstill. Checkmate, one might even say that crossbar. I think someone should get an ambulance, call 911 for sure, because it's definitely going to feel a headache in the morning with how fast that ball was coming at him. But right now in this situation, Reeson trying to still generate an opportunity. He is not successful. Good save there from skipping the defense. Popped up there from Alex in the middle. Plum trying to redirect that in, but it will be Skippy, who sadly for him had to use every liter of boost he had in his boost tank, but it's going to work out well as he flies right past the back of the ball, back and back in the hands of Lev here. He's trying to look for a shot. Good save there by Skippy this time on the backboard here. And now this ball is just flying itself. A lot of action in the blue half of the lobby, but nothing yet. Good defense on the side of Peak. And they're looking to maintain and make sure that ball doesn't follow the net just yet.
Yeah, trying to pull out some defensive demos here from Heywo, try and turn that into some offense here. It's a nice shot. There you go. Plum just finds the midfield pass. It's going to be Heywo striking first. It took 2 minutes to get our first goal on the clock, but it's another good center from Lev and just beats the defender by a half second.
Oof, that half second was all that was needed from the side of Heywo to get that 1 goal back on the scoreboard now. They're looking to take this game, but it's not been the same as game 1 for sure. There's been, like I said, there's been a bit of change from the side of Heywo, but will they maintain it? That's going to be a bigger question now. Lev, he's looking for a very snazzy double tap opportunity shot there from Skippy, and he gets that goal from a passing play from Holland, and the game is tied 1-1. Still 3 minutes left on the timer here. Great presence to making sure you're finding yourself to the ball before the opposition does, and they get that goal and they get the results finally from the side of Peak. They're looking to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna cry for them once again if that bounced off the left post. Have another try, you know, go just wide, but they have the second touch. Skippy is there, and we talked about it in the break. Skippy is gonna have to be someone we have to keep our eye on throughout the rest of the series. And now that they've scored, now that the teamwork has been built up, can that foundation lead to them maybe scoring some more? Not if Haywo has anything to say about it, because with it still being a standstill, this offense of Haywo will have another great offensive series with a good shot that bounces off the top left corner and goes in.
Yikes, that is a great offense from the side of Haywo, working perfectly in tandem. They rotated it upper, but my god, Resun, his presence in the goal line definitely shook up the rotation of the side of Peak here, who definitely felt that shake as that earthquake of a shot went right back in the net. 2-1. Game is now right back in the hands of Haywo, but Alex looking to disrupt that immediately. Good play there off the kickoff. What a shot and what a goal, Alex. What a shot that was. Beautiful play. Flip reset, bottom down, bounces perfectly, and utilize that flip. Push the ball forward, generating enough speed to make sure that ball found itself in the back of the orange net here. Game is tied 2-2.
And with the demo, especially on the back line, they play 3v2. They know if you beat the one player in the air, the other player is far behind you. The respawn comes in just a little bit too late from Lev. And we are still back to square one, back to the standstill between these two teams. Half of this game still left to play, though. That is a lot of Rocket League time and a lot of time for Plum to keep on driving, getting a bump, even if they can't get the shot on net. It'll go the other way, though. Skippy, mid-air, will have to get contested there.
It will land sadly for him. I think he was aiming for a 50-50 that went in his favor right back into the other side of the net here. But, you know, those kind of things don't happen. Not everything can go the way you want. A little bit of a rule one, but it was broken immediately. Will karma work against him? It seems not. Good save there from Plum right on the goal line. Coming back right in time to get that save as well. Holland looking to double tap it sadly for him. Can't really get that result. Good contest from the side of Haywo, and now the ball going 50-50 into the air. Alex with a save off the backboard. Plum looking to capitalize on it. Sadly for him, just really work off well. And still 1 minute 30 seconds after the timer here, and the game still remains to be tied.
Yeah, Haywo playing a little bit dangerous there. They put 3 players on the midfield line to try and keep them as the snakes in the grass, try and make sure they can try and get those touches whenever you try and clear it out. But that also means if they get one good clear for Peak, they have some good opportunities. Some 2v1s not able to find the back of the net, though. And we approach 1 minute left here for both of these teams. Again, it is Haywo still with the series advantage. If they could pull this game out, they would be walking up to series point.
They're definitely looking to take it here, but I don't think Peak are looking to make it an easy battle for sure. They're looking to get those goals. We've seen this passing play actually erupting perfectly from the side of Peak here. They're looking to come with an explosive entrance in the game too, but they're going to need more than just an explosion. They're going to need some calculated timing of C4s, and I think those can come in the form of demos here. They haven't really done effective demos. We haven't really seen any play of that tactic come into effect on the side of the field here. With 30 seconds on the timer here, the game still remains to be tied, and we're still looking for Peak to get even one game, or it's going to be a Haywo coming to take their second game and put themselves in 1 point position.
That's the question right away, though. 10 seconds left. Timers on the clock. Single digits to decide this one. Could possibly be going to overtime, which would be a lot of excitement. But if I know these two teams, they're going to battle at this 0 seconds, not give anything up. A waterfall opportunity. Bounces to the corner. Skippy not able to keep it up. Ground zero, we are going to OT.
This has been an OT we haven't seen in a while from the side of these two teams here for sure. They're looking to capitalize on any opportunities they can. Good opportunity, good pass there as well. Sadly for them, ball just didn't go into the way he wanted. Alex, last man backside. Thankfully for him, he's going to count his own blessings at that moment. He was able to keep a cool mind, keep a cool head, managed to get that save as well. First 30 seconds do go by, and nothing has happened just yet, but it was a bit too much of a close call from the side of Peak here.
Couple close calls here, couple demos already being popped out as we approach that half-minute marker in this extra time. It is that golden goal, so we will play as much extra time as we need to here in game number 2. But for Levin Company, going to pick up some boost to their opponents right on the way out of the zone. Rasad's going to try and set up something up there as they try to contest up in that aerial area, but for right now it's going to be Alex and company trying to set up off in the corner. It looks like the teammate's not there though. Some good touches from Haywo to get this clear. Plum though sticking back for just a second.
He's looking to just watch out, be a little bit patient, get a hawk's eye view of the situation, see what he can cook up here. But now that there's the physical demos, I think I think these teams are listening into what I'm saying for sure, and they're looking healing of it. But sadly for them, it doesn't really work off well just yet. Alex is looking to get another snazzy redirect on the ball here. Doesn't really work off well as well. And now the ball is just flying all around. In the blue side, it's going to be a lot more pressure on the back of the heads against Team Peak here. Flip reset passing play opportunity from Lev. Will it go in? Will not go pop off from I believe that was Alex on the last attacking touch here. 1 minute 40 seconds have gone by, but no goals have been being scored yet, and I'm kind of on the edge of my seat here, Lam. I'm wondering who's gonna make that one mistake here.
I am too. I'm excited as you are with approaching 2 minutes, like you said, in this extra time. Already so much extra fatigue on these players. The tension, you know, is high. Again, hey, whoa, they win this game. They're going to be getting on a series point. That would feel so good. But Peak have shown some good offense so far. A good pass is there. Skippy going to try and keep this one in the zone. Possession going to be important as this overtime continues. And unfortunately for Peak, they will lose possession for just a second there. Contesting at the midfield, going to be good for them. A pinch on down, won't find it yet. It's just a little bit too far wide. And hey, whoa, trying to just clear this out here.
And they're looking to kind of be struggling with this opposition from the side of Peak here, who just been, like I said, like a volcano. They just started erupting with this offense. I don't know what kind of G fuel they took in the mid time just before OT came on, but what a save there from Alex, and it will be Lev here trying to make sure he can get that back in time. But sadly for him, nothing has happened yet. Now Skippy was a little bit awkward. They're trying to half flip around, reorienting himself in the proper position to get that save in. The save he does get. Holland now also with a miscommunication error on this side, but it was work off one for a good mind game afflicted from Holland with 3 minutes gone on the OT, and once again still no goals. But both teams, they have their shining moments, but just no one making that bite, taking the bait, and getting that goal.
So many opportunities, none of the back of the net. 3 minutes of extra time already played here. Alex trying to end it right there. The aerial contest able to be just good enough to stop the offense in its tracks, but the play off into the corner, Skippy wants to continue it. Ev wants to go the other way though. Hey, whoa, trying to get some traction back in this game, but it'll be right off the backboard, right to Skippy here. Plum, 5 shots to their name, but right now going to be playing some defense to try and get this one out. Alex trying to contest, trying to pickpocket, just trying to get this in, get an opportunity for the Peak team, but again, the offense just sent the other way.
And they're continuing to push it like a wave right back and forth. It's just like a ping pong ball flying all around the table right now. Good pinch there, but nonetheless we're going back in the hands of Plum. 50-50. No, he's just debating the other player here, Alex specifically. Reason with a pinch of his own on the side wall. Now past the Holland in the backboard. It goes in. And Nev, will he get that read? Yes, he will. Ooh, Holland looking to be faked here. That's unfortunate. That is tragic for Peak there, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and we talked about it. As the time ticks up, the tension, sweaty hands are going to get you. One tiny mistake, one touch to stop the ball, unfortunately, will cost you match. It is going to be Haywo taking the second game 3-2 with 4 minutes in that extra overtime. But again, the series is not done. As a reminder, it is still a best of 5, but oh, hey, whoa, they're in such a good spot. They're 1 game away. They just got to win 1 out of the next 3, and they're in the grand finals. They've secured a prize pool. Obviously, you know, if you lose the series, it's not the end of the world. You still get a second chance in that lower final, but putting out some good pressure and, you know, just capitalizing off of the mistakes right at the end.
They've been capitalizing a lot more mistakes as well. You're right there, Llama. But we've seen the offense from the side of Team Peak here. They're working a lot more overtime. But I think they've kind of got overtime working due to the fact that the fatigue set in, and one mistake from Hall in the defense there worked completely against them. They weren't really expecting to see Lev getting a read on that ball. I wouldn't be expecting a player like that to be getting a read on the ball, where it seems just so unpredictable with the way the back from Holland's touch. And sadly for them, those kind of mistakes do occur as saying the tension's rising, and one mistake can clear any opportunities that you fought for as well. We nearly saw 2 games of 10 minutes there instead of just seeing a third game in the third set to give the tournament the serious point of the other side here. But now 50-50, and I think the pressure is just start mounting and building as we speak from both sides here. Who will win now? I think that's the biggest question. Will Peak get 1 game to make sure that they have still some hope, or will they suffer a 3-0 sweep at the hands of Team Haywo?
That is the question for this game, and it's going to be the slowest rolling ball I've seen in my history of casting a Rocket League. This one, very slow. Sun's on the ground, just just dog walking it right into the end of the goal. Finds it. Hey, whoa, with the early lead.
Has worked out well. That's a perfect play, perfect shot. And as you said, very, very slow, rolling ball. And at that point, like, what do you do? Holland was just forced to watch that ball just rolled into his net. He didn't really have much. If he flipped into it, what does he do? He just scores an own goal. So at this point, I guess he just chose the lesser of the two evils, is just forced to watch the ball just flew into his net. And now the ball still, they're looking to capitalize on some opportunities. Hey, whoa, and Peak here. They're looking to save that ball. Peak saved there as well. I don't know how they got that opportunity at the double tap as well, this opportunity on that save, but Skippy, he's looking to be slightly rejuvenated here in this third game. A lot of the pressure when teams face it, they just seem to, kind of shut down. But Skippy, no. He's working overtime to get them one goal to tie up the game here. With one gone, it's still one game in favor of Halo.
So trying to bounce back here. Alex has had some good goal line defense, the unsung defensive hero with some of those saves right now. But saves are not going to win you the series or win you the game. How about a good shot? Aerial one at that from Holland. Doesn't connect, unfortunately. I believe hit the crossbar and the post. An unfortunate combo that doesn't result in a goal. But that's the opportunities you need. We need to see some creativity as well. And how about that? It's going to be an own goal. This time again coming out of the air from Holland.
That is very, very unfortunate there from the side of Halo, and I'm not gonna lie, they kind of got a taste of their own medicine here, and it's very, very bitter, shall we say, because as Holland was forced to watch that ball rolled into his net, now he's watching them force as that ball arches and just dives and just arches itself perfectly in their net there in this moment. Game is tied perfectly 1-1 though, and good demo there from the back. 50-50. Skippy, sadly for him, just in that boost in the net to completely finalize an opportunity. Alex there though, what a transition, what speed and what movement. There's that a pinch on the back there, nearly went in. I thought that was arching and still perfect in the blue. Now once again could have been devastating on the side of Peak here. Nonetheless, 50-50 balls in the corner. Ball falling in the hands of Holland. Alex pushed up a little bit too much, it feels. And the game still remaining in action, but the game is still remaining tied as well. And now with series points, there's a lot of threat against Holland. Peak, oh my days of facing. I've seems like a battlefield of demos. Oh no, Lev getting the second goal for Halo.
And how about the demo? Starts off the play with the demo. Plum looking beautiful. The pass right on the wheels. Exactly what you want to see. Halo move up to 2 on the scorecard and increase their lead by 1. Again, we talk about half this game still left to play. Yes, Peak have had some good offensive series, but Halo, every time they're going down, they're getting these bumps. They're getting the demos. They are putting in work here. Once again, going for these short-range passes. Doesn't connect this time, and possibly an attack here from Alex. Needs to find it, but 2 players are there to stop it, and no secondary touch will be allowed.
Great defense, but I'm not gonna lie, kind of worked off due to luck, and luck is nothing more than skill and precision timing working out well in your favor here. Skippy with an air dribble of his own, getting a play on the back here. Alex with a shot, Reason with a save. How do you even manage to keep a calm head in that situation? Who knows, but whatever Reason is eating and taking, I need to know that schedule. Right now, ball finding action, the back of the blue half once again is in the corner. Holland looking to clear it. Does get a pinch? No, he's fighting off Reese on the back as well. Gets demo. It's not for him. Now Skippy gonna try and continue on his legacy, trying to get a bump as well. Oh, that's the shot. That's the goal. That is beautiful, Llama. That is just beautiful.
You said it perfectly. Beautiful there. Skippy to Alex here. Skippy just says, you know what? You're not defending the net this time. Gets the bump. Gets the pass, gets the goal, and gets the all-important equalizer here for Peak to once again get back to that square one. Now, as a dangerous reminder for Peak, if this one goes to OT, gotta remember that last game where it did go that 4 minutes of extended time, but it ended up falling in Halo's court. So definitely don't want to go there again. Don't want to leave it up to that golden goal scenario. So another goal would feel really great. And how about Skippy to the right post?
He skipped perfectly over everyone in defense from the side of Hey Woah, right off the ceiling, reading that shot, reading that play, perfectly bouncing into the bottom right. That is one way to get a goal, and make sure you take the edge out against Hey Woah, who have had the edge out against them this whole duration of this tournament right now, especially in this series. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's definitely gonna feel good having taken one game against a team that's it's so frustrating to play against. But you gotta make sure you don't concede a goal like they nearly did at that moment. The ball bouncing perfectly into the corner, goes with 1 minute left on the timer here. There's still an opportunity for anything to go bad or go right. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be counting my praises and prayers for the side of Peak. Keeps still in contention for this game.
Still in contention, but a minute left, ready to go here. Another shot going to be put on board from Peak and the offense as they try to set up shop once again. But what are they selling this time for Holland? Looks like some defense might need to be bought, as Alex will recover that one on the backside, be able to clear it out, but lose a little bit of control aerial of the car, meaning that, hey, whoa, have a good opportunity. The bounces off in the corner are good, but the goal line defense from Holland is even better. The counterattack looking good. If they can hold this possession from Peak, you know, they just don't give any opportunities to, hey, whoa, they could win this game.
They're definitely looking like they're winning with the way they're keeping up the offense. The second they get any inch of boost, 2 to 3 pads, they're instantly transitioning and locking in, trying to make sure that they're keeping the offense against in the side of the orange court of the lobby. But those kind of things can shift and turn if you're a little bit too overheated. And hey, whoa, they're definitely looking to probably make too many mistakes here, which they have, but Skippy now trying to make sure the ball still remains on the orange half of the court here of this game, possibly going in favor of Peak here. Holland getting the last second goal, which he does. Beautiful play, beautiful shot, and beautiful goal. Holland ending game 3 in favor of Team Peak here in style.
Ended on a good note there. Bounces, ping pongs off a couple of players, but at the end of the day, finds itself in the back of the net. And Peak find themselves on top at the end of that game. Absolutely beautiful. And we've talked about it. The reverse sweep is hard. You know, it's one of the toughest things to do, especially in such a momentum-based game like Rocket League. But now you're talking about you got the first game under your belt. You take the second one, suddenly all things change, you know, and you see the shots there from Peak. 12 is going to be the total counter for them. Feeling really, really nice. They don't want to end this series just yet, GZ.
I don't think so either, and I don't think even if a team like Peak, they definitely don't want to give it too easy. They fought so hard to come over here, waiting so long just to get a taste of some Rocket League action, and just be thrown away by a team like Hey Woah, who have just come in. They played their plays, you know, they got their shots, they got their saves, but Hey Woah, I think like I said, they're developing into a different team here as we speak. A lot more shots, and this time 4-4, but this time 4 goals going in. Better ratio, it's more accurate. Feeling like a very profound team that can shake it up. But like you said, reverse sweep, pull off. You got a lot to fight for, and that, you know, fatigue is a very, very big factor that can set in.
Yeah, it can be a big factor, but bigger factor right now heading into game number 4. It's another important one. Hey Woah, although they did lose that third game, you got to remind them that, yes, they still are on series point here. They take another one of these matches, they will be moving on to the grand finals. But if Skippy and the team have anything else to say about it, how about that? Off the crossbar, Holland a little bit too slow to react to it. Skippy, though, drives it in. How does it not go in? A shot, but not the goal here from Peak to start.
Oof, no goal just yet, but that's a great play from the side of Team Peak here. Good defense, Alex now still fighting off the whole team of Team Hey Woah, but nothing has happened just yet. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the timer here. I think a bit of a communication error there. Skippy looking to take the first shot forward. Good shot opportunity, good save there from the defensive team. Hey Woah, and Hey Woah, Alex, calm down. How did you even get there for that shot? My God.
No, but the shot is there. That's the important factor. Alex just flying from the heavens there, finding the back of the net and putting Peak on top. This has been the one thing about Peak, you know, it really showed me last game that they can hold their nerve even when behind, even when the scores are equal, and showing it there, not even a minute in to find that first goal, but the post gonna block that one. That was a little bit scary. Maybe an extra touch. Skippy will put that wide.
Oof, they're gonna count their blessings at that point. Whatever the god they praised to at this point. My god, that was a very, very close opportunity for AWO to come back into a fight against Team Peak here. Good save in the goal line defense from Alex, 50-50. He's able to set up so many air dribbles from his half, and they work so successfully. They can making sure it still stays in the orange half of the lobby. He gets another extra 50, adds some little extra sprinkles to the ice cream he's got. He's cooking up a good dessert here for sure. Now Skippy, will he cook up here? He's got a double tap passing play opportunity into Alex in the middle. It does not go well. Still, one goal in the lead is Peak here, but will they be able to make sure they keep it? It seems not, as Plum gets a shot and he gets a goal, tying up the game 1-1.
Boy, hey, whoa, with the equalizer this time, Plum, what a shot there. Lays it off the right tire and into the back of the net, beating 2 defenders that were in the area. Hey, whoa, it took them a little bit of time to get on the board, but it's an equalizer. It's an all-important goal for them. Can this scoreline hold? Lev with a shot right off the kickoff, flying out off that side wall. Won't be able to connect off of it, but the cavalry is there. The teammates are trying to get that second touch, delay it on the goal line. Some good clears from Peak to try and clear it out, though.
They've worked off well in the moment from the side of Peak here. Could pass the opportunity. Holland looking for a bump here. Now it's going to be Alex, last man back, but he's going to make sure he's going to be finding the aggression opportunity. Shot ball thought flies in. How do they do it? Peak, and they've done it once again. Their performance looking to be very, very strong with still 2 minutes 50 seconds left on the timer here. Good bump and play from the side of Holland, and all of Team Hey Whoa, they were just forced all the way into the back with nothing in their tank. They just forced to watch that ball flying into the net once again. Game in lead, edge out given to the side of Team Peak here, and hey whoa, I think they're starting to feel the heat here for sure.
Yeah, a little bit dangerous off the kickoff, but nonetheless, yeah, Peak, they really are pouring on the pressure. The teamwork, I mean, you talk about it, not even just passing, the bumps, the demos, everything working out towards their favor. And with that goal, again, they retake the lead, gonna be feeling good. How about a shot right there? What a save from Lev to keep that one out of the back of the net and not make that hole any deeper. A double commit off towards the side of the net with Alex and Skippy. They'll try and send it the other way. The counterattack in the air, the flip, a reset. Skippy, though, wants it off the backboard. There's no teammate there to follow up, though.
Holland was making sure to remain back. He knew it was going to be a very, very bad idea if he leaves the last man back pushed up here. So he's remaining a little bit more patient. You got to give credibility to making sure that he knows his situational awareness. But right now, I think, hey, whoa, they're looking to push back into the blue half here. They're struggling to do so because Peak, they're just working so well in pushing this ball and making sure they're passing between each other. This might be another opportunity. Good save there from Plum, passing there from Reese into the air it goes, but Skippy the be the first one to read this off the sidewall. It goes in the hands of Alex, bouncing back from the corner, back in the hands of Alex once again, and he's going to be looking to find some bumps at the same time while he rotates back. Skippy is going to get that double tap. No, he will not. Alex bounces down. 1 minute 30 seconds off the timer here. This game is looking to be very, very spicy and heated for sure, but will they manage to keep this lead that they got at Peak?
That's the question here. A minute 15 to hold this lead down. 3 shots already on the board from Skippy. 2 assists. Looking so good right now as a team unit, Peak is. And again, you win this game, you get to force that Game 5, the all-important one to win the series, but a minute remaining, driving once again on the offense, but it's an aerial offense from Hey Whoa, trying to put it in. Skippy on the defense this time. What a read.
What a read it was for sure. My god, this was looking a little bit too tense even for my liking. I'm not gonna like. Good save there from Holland, pushing into the corner it goes. Plum with a 50-50 in the corner it is, but sadly for him, just didn't go anywhere near the net. Holland with a good save. Lev now gaining possession, fighting off Alex in defense, and Alex looking to pass it there with the 50-50 into the hands of Skippy, who's looking for a redirect of his own. Lev, even with 0 boost, he's looking to make it awkward for the other team of Peak here, but now with 30 seconds up the timer here, still it is a Peak here in the lead. Alex could have gotten a nasty redirect off the side wall, but nothing has happened interesting just yet, but who knows, Plum might be the one looking to beat that. There's a 50-50 save, my god, from the side of Team Peak here. They're peaking for sure. They've named themselves very aptly what this game is looking to take itself into Game 5. Oh, it's done. At Llama, it's done. Game 5. We're reaching Champions Field here for sure.
Game 5. I mean, I could not have asked for a better series to crown our first team that is going to be going on to that grand finals. And Peak really showing up again. I mean, you talk about Alex Skippy putting in the shots, Holland really strong on the defense, and as well just setting up some beautiful plays. Peak working well. Again, that game closer than the previous one, a 2-1, only a 1 goal difference between the two teams. But now you go to game 5. Now all of a sudden that reverse sweep that looks so out of your hands it's right there.
It's right there. What more can you say here as well? You're right there, Llama. But you know, we've seen today is a day of complete surprises, shall we say. Every team, hey whoa, they got 7-1 in the first game. Then they came into game 3 and they 7-1 instead and managed to come over here from semifinals into the finals itself. Now we're seeing Peak, who were looking like the weaker team, and now they've taken to a game 5 for the possibility of reversing right on the horizon. So are we going to see more surprises? At least every team here we've seen is remaining consistent with that theme that we got apparently going on today. So the script is amazing.
Yeah, script is looking good, and as a reminder for the team that loses this series, it's not over for them. They'll drop to that lower finals matchup, but sitting right now in the lower finals, I would like to mention is Oui Oui, a very dangerous team on a 5-in-a-row win streak in that lower bracket. But one of these two teams is going to push themselves to the grand finals, and some early shots already coming in for Woah.
They're looking to take a game there as well, Peak. Sadly for them, they just couldn't get that goal. Good opportunity. It was developing, but the defense from the side of Hey Whoa looking very, very strong at the last moment, thankfully for them. Now Skippy with a passing play opportunity. He's stuck on the ceiling here, looking to find Alex, but Alex himself, he's very, very strong in the corner here. Now Reson, how does he manage to pass it to the bottom? He does not. Now it's going to be Alex with not much boost in the tank there. He'll leave it to his teammate Holland. Holland now with a passing play possible, but Skippy doesn't really take the bait here, just really take the bite, and the bat is done. First game in, and nothing has happened just yet.
Nothing just yet here, but still zeros on the board. That just makes the tensions even higher, even more here. Alex trying to it out of here, but look at this. It's going to be Levin Company driving it right under the zone. It's going to be right off the backboard. Nothing though. Holland, this iron defense will not break. Counter shot as well goes just wide. The defense good on both sides.
Defense is remaining very strong. Plum once again with another save. Skippy though is going to play a mind game. Yes, he is. Bouncing off the ball. It goes down 50-50 with Levin. The ball goes back in the hands of Holland. Holland off the ceiling. It goes, leaving to his team Alex. Well, Alex with a double tap. Opportunity saved it from Levin the back. But once again, this game is looking to be very, very packed tight with a lot of action from both sides here, especially in the defense. Less offense, but it is shining through with nothing happening just yet. Game score remaining still the same with 3 minutes 20 seconds still left on the timer here.
Lots of time, no lots of goals here as we approach that 3-minute marker, like you were just saying. Again, this is a best of one. This is, win it, you move on, you lose it, you're moving down to play that tough Oui Oui team. But right now, setting up Lev, look at that shot. It gets it over Skippy as well. What a redirected midfield to find the first goal for Hey Whoa.
What a play, what a passing play as well. Perfectly shot in there from Reson, his teammate. This lethal combo between Reson and Lev shall we talk about. It's amazing. It's been working so effectively to make sure they're getting the goals. And a goal they got once again with 3 minutes left on the timer here now. How will Peak respond? Because they're going to need to bring back this 1 goal, and 1 goal they get as well. Great play, great read, and great shot. 1-1 game is tied with still 3 minutes left on the timer here now.
And that's just loses control of that midair. That's just a play that cannot happen for Hey Whoa this deep into a series. Peak recognize it, knowing that that ball is going to drop down. That is a absolutely free goal, and 1-1 will be the score line as we break that 3-minute marker. Plum and Company, though, once again on the offense. Hey Whoa really looking good off of these kickoffs. Levs looking for the double touch, won't find it. Skippy able to read that one like a book, but Plum now with the library card in hands won't be able to read that one. The teammate just a little bit offbeat.
That's a passing opportunity now to his teammate Skippy. There's been a lot of reading, as you said, there has been happening, but has someone managed to finish a chapter? It seems not. The book has not ended for any team just yet. Passing opportunity. Skippy now with the ball. Goes back to the hand of Holland. Holland with a flick. Perfectly passing to his teammate Alex there. Alex trying to bump out in the mid-air the other offense now. Skippy Just looking to find his teammate Holland. Holland trying to find someone there at this point. Alex really didn't like the look of that aerial there. Had to forego his earlier decision and change it mid-air there. And now the game's still remaining in action. No goals happening just yet. 2 minutes left on the timer here. Holland looking to break it.
Holland 2 shots to the board as well as Skippy, but this one read out by Lev. It'll be a counter attack, possibly from Hey Woah as they set back up in the midfield. It's going to be Zun up in the air. Good stoppage though from Holland. Again, good on the defense, and it's been a good job from Peak to deny these aerial plays. We know that is where Hey Woah can get a little bit dangerous. Talk about getting dangerous. It's a beautiful touch off the backboard that leaves a beautiful touch and a lead in the hands of Hey Woah.
What a touch, what a pass, and what a shot. That once again, Reason and Lev, this lethal combo between them, still remaining ever so strong. Once again, that passing play was beautiful. How Reason even managed to Lev even managed to make it past it was absolute insanity. But gotta give compliments to Reason for finalizing that shot. The end of the book of that chapter in the last 1 minute 30 seconds left on the timer here. Still 2-1, and the game still remains in a lot of action. Peak though, we've seen them managing to respond back to Hey Woah, but will they be able to do so with so little time on the timer, with still 1 minute left on the timer here?
That's the question. We'll see here. Hey Woah, that 1-goal lead. Gonna feel good, though, as they, like you said, approach this final minute. Set up once again, though, mid-air, 2v1. Alex, though, the one will win it. That means the defense can try and set this back up into the offense, which is offense that Peak need at this point, but volleyballing it right back. Hey Woah trying to have none of that, trying to control this possession as we get under this final minute.
Ooh, that could be an opportunity there, nearly being born, but sadly for them, no one there, especially Holland, who forced to rotate back due to lack of booster in his tank. Now he gains possession, he's going to go for an aerial. Will he be able to do anything with it? No, it seems not as plumb, and tentative to the side of Hey Woah, looking to just patiently wait for him to drop down into the ground. Alex with a very, very awkward touch ball on the backboard. Left goes there. Skippy seems to just flying past on the backboard he goes. And now no one scoring a pre-flip there from Reason, who did attempt there. We've got to respect the ambition. With 14 seconds left, it's going to be flip reset there. Pass and play opportunity. Ball bouncing down. Lev. Game remaining in action. Will there be hope for Peak here?
The question, it's not looking great. It's got to go down to the 0-second play for them. Alex, the midair, it has to go. The flip reset will leave it up for the teammate. The goal is wide open, but one more touch there, going to be up and available. Lev trying to end it out. Resin's trying to get that final touch that can send it to the ground. There it is. Hey Woah, they hold on long enough. Yes, they lose 2 games in a row, but they strike back in game number 5 to take the series. I was not expecting that ground zero. Honestly, they looked strong in that final game, taking advantage of it. And you got to say, coming off of 2 losses, really, really got to respect him for it.
Really, really got to respect him for it, considering the fact that they fought so hard to even come back from a losing game where everybody thought it was over. It was thought they weren't going to come back. But like we said, it's just been a surprise everywhere. Everyone's been capable of it, but Hey Woah, they're just looking like the far stronger team here tonight right now as well, with 2-1, very low scoring games from between these two teams. You got to give respect with both sides here, but Hey Woah, your winners for this moment, and they're going to be moving on to the grand finals with that sweet game advantage.
Yeah, game advantage feels nice. They'll have that for that best of 7, but now we got a really good matchup, I gotta say. Now we kind of shift gears where there's only 2 more series left in the entirety of the tournament, and they're the biggest ones. We move down to the lower bracket where it is going to be a best of 3. Obviously, Peak losing this series will fall down there with some confidence, though, I gotta say, after pulling 2 games off of a great Hey Woah team. But you know who is waiting down there? It is Oui Oui. We talked about them. This team, very consistent. They got knocked out of the winners bracket a little bit early, but boy, have they been on a tear. A 5-game winning streak, and I don't think they're planning on stopping anytime soon.
I doubt it either as well. I'm gonna have to agree with you. Llama 5-game winning streak. You count that as a team that's looking like a very, very strong super team as well. So I'm not gonna lie, Peak here looking like they're in for a battle of the night against Oui Oui to try and pull themselves back up in the winners bracket and find off themselves against Hey Woah. Possibility of an attempt at a redemption arc, who knows, but it's not gonna be an easy battle for sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy battle, but it's a battle we will all see. But a battle we will have to wait for. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take just a short little break as we get the lobby set up, get some players in here, and get everything going. So don't go anywhere. Frost Esports will be right back.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. It's crazy. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to Frost Esports here. Like we talked about before the break, 2 series is left. They're both going to be here on stream, and we're shortening the series actually down for this one to a best of 3 for this lower bracket finals. Again, what is on the line? The finish line literally right in front of you, a spot in the grand finals in that best of 7. For the loser, no more second chances. This is where the road ends for one of these teams.
This is where it goes makes or breaks. This is where teams go big or go home. And now I'm not gonna lie, this is looking a little bit too far close for both teams here. They're both absolutely fantastic teams as well. Oui Oui, and we've seen our other players here from the Peak here just played. They're a fantastic team, very much on the cusp of a near shall we say, reverse sweep. But sadly for them, that the dream was snuffed out. Now they're here for the losers bracket winner, finals, trying to see if they get that second chance redemption story against Table. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of all for it.
I mean, why not? Give themselves a chance. They did win 2 games of that previous series, so still a little bit confidence in the tank, I would hope. A bad way to end it, but nonetheless, they have a chance. Looking at the bracket here, hey, woah is going to be watching closely on this game to see, who they're going to be playing, who is going to be moving up to that spot. But yeah, Peak and Oui Oui, I mean, you could not have asked for a better matchup, and we get to see it in a best of 3.
Exactly. And now we're gonna come and see here a very, very warm Team Peak, who have just came off popping out right off the oven, having played against Hey Woah. So I'm not gonna lie, they kind of got a little bit of a one up there against a team like the other team here, Team Oui Oui. So the Frenchmen, even though they're calling themselves the Frenchmen, they're looking to kind of cold here. But will that work against them? Who knows? But with the way they're playing right now, it doesn't seem to be a factor. First 30 seconds are gone, still 0-0 goals.
And as you're also talking about it, Oui Oui is very notable. You talk about Comp, Snove, Zekel, definitely names that are known around the board, all around the community. So definitely not ones to give up super easily. But with this shorter series, like I said, maybe coming in a little bit cold, could be harder to deal with. But it looks like they are not skipping a singular beat here. Comp already with the aerial plays, 1 man back to find the defense.
He's worked out very, very strong, but it just didn't make it that last second breakaway. Skippy looking for 50-50, and it doesn't really make a breakaway either. Both sides, they're finding those opportunities, but while they're generating it, can they execute? It seems now that seems the biggest issue, but it seems we've come too close with Snowlife. Coming with a shot, great play, good shot, and good goal, taking the first blood for his team. Oui Oui taking the lead.
Yeah, I mean, what a bump there from Comp, and Snowf able to finish the job. It's going to be Oui Oui on the board first. First goal towards their way. Took them about 1:15 to get off the ground, but that's nice. You get all the teamwork involved, you get the gears working, and they're going to continue off of this kickoff to look to try and get some extra pressure. It looks like they won't, and it will be a ball close towards their back of the net.
That was a good save there from Com, coming back and just in time as well. You got to give credits to his very, very fast, rapid rotation. And from the side of Oui Oui, that's what I've seen as well. Even coming in cold for the best of 3 for this finals here. They're working still in tandem. The communication, this is the sign of a very, very good team that's worked with each other multiple times. So you got to give credit to that. But right now, will it work off well? And it seems to be the aggression remaining very, very strong. But with 3 minutes gone, still nothing on the drawing board for the side of Team Peak. You were looking for 1 goal to tie it up.
Still looking for 1, approaching that halfway marker though, so still got a lot of time in the time bank here. But maybe some extra offense from Oui Oui, just trying to get those aerial touches, trying to send them centered on down. But for Oui Oui, it is going to be a denial really quickly. Skippy and company, Holland as well, been doing good to, keep this defense up and not allow any more goals to be added on towards that lead total. But as it continues, this pressure can sometimes break the back. Skippy that time with the save. The counterattack, the 2v1 is just going to be a little bit too slow. Zekel will get there quick.
He is very, very fast. He's rapid as well. Good save there from Alex, though, in the middle of the lobby. Now he's foregone any possession of the ball, trying to grip that boost, and he's desperate for it. But in the meantime, with still 2 minutes here from the side of Team Peak, they haven't really made a breakaway. Good redirect as well. Very soft touch, though. Not much power generated. And the aggression, though, while from Peak is very, very strong and very, very good. They haven't been able to just get that 1 goal past the defensive team. Oui Oui and the Frenchmen remaining very, very adapting in the situation and managing to stay away any opportunities against Peak right now.
Good job defense holding. That's going to be important as, again, the lead is still only 1, but as it will get bounced back out, Alex and company trying to build up once again another offensive set. Holland, 2 shots on the board already, but Oui Oui, this might be the shot that counts. It's off the crossbar. It's hurtful. It's just a little bit off target, but that means Snow can meet it right at midfield, try and keep this going, but an awkward 50-50 leaves it up in the air. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be a double touch. It's going to be Skippy to find the back of the net.
Skippy right back into the net there. Good passing play from Holland as well. Gotta give credits for him to manage to set up a perfect play. And Ezekiel, sadly for him, he's gonna be the one forced to put that ball into his own net. With 1 minute and 15 seconds off the timer here, who's gonna be the team that's gonna be able to make or break it? Now, like as you said, there's not a lot of second opportunities you can get. So you lose this one, well, there's only one more you can get, and after that, all the pressure is in the back of your head for sure. But right now, Skippy's gonna try to make a breakaway, try and find his teammate Holland. Feels that venture, and I'll go back in the hands of Snow. After who's going to be off the ceiling, it's going to be Alex. Skippy first once again, and less than a minute left now. It's still looking to be remaining tie between both sides, and the pressure is all on.
Pressure on here, final minute. Good save there from Alex, a dangerous one, bouncing up and around. Some good micro passing from Oui Oui as they try to continue on forward. What a touch there. Doesn't find it. And look at this, the counterattack. Holland, they had their number, but didn't. Missed a couple of digits there right up at the end. 30 seconds remaining, and with that goal again from Peak, still tied up, the standoff ensuing as both these teams charging forward, not finding it, but maybe here Zekel off the back of the net won't find it there.
He will not. He's going to be definitely scratching his head, wondering what happened here. Opportunity now for Skippy to get that goal. And he does. What a play and what a shot. And what an opportunity from the side of Team Peak here. Good fake. That was absolutely gorgeous from the side of Skippy here, working perfectly on the goal line. Managed to get the goal for Team Peak. Now we're in the lead with 12 seconds left. Will there be any last second mishap? I hope not. With Team Peak now, they're looking to maintain that lead for themselves and take themselves in with 1 series to their name.
Your second play, though, definitely there from Oui Oui. They got to keep the ball up. They got to score here if they want to secure it. And there you go. Peak playing up until the final second. It's going to be Peak taking the first game in this series. And you talk about it. You mentioned it that there's no more second chances. This is it. This is where the road comes to an end for one of these two teams. And a goal so late in the game just wasn't able to find a response. We talked about the defenses were playing so good all throughout that game. So one single goal was what ended up being the dagger.
Exactly, 1 single goal and 1 mishap play there from the last man in defense. So a little bit of an all-in play and moment there from the Frenchman. The Oui Oui team have, kind of left their last man back, floundering around with Skippy and both Holland, who are just ready to do anything, bump them, throw them away, eradicate them from the lobby's existence. So they'll have a lot of options at that moment. So the pressure was definitely there against Peak, but nonetheless, they still have 1 more opportunity. But it's going to be a lot more pressure against them than we thought with Oui Oui. We were hoping to see maybe Oui Oui taking the game, but Peak there, they're coming back, and they still got that opportunity for a redemption story on the horizon for themselves.
And obviously, it's going to be a tough battle no matter who wins this series up in that grand final. But, securing yourself at least a little bit of money can feel nice. And as well, you get at least second place. So that feels good. But Oui Oui definitely not out of it yet. Best of 3 here still. There's 1 game over towards the other side. But we know Oui Oui, they can come back. They can get into it at any moment. But they got to do it here in game number 2.
They really do need to do it right here, right now, but will it be happening? No, it will not. Holland, thankfully, managed to really get a double tap opportunity. Would have been very nasty. A very beautiful way to start off the second game here of this best of 3 series. Now Alex getting possession of the ball. We haven't really seen much of Alex, I'm not gonna lie. He's been quite quiet, but he's played a very strong third man. He's maintained his role perfectly, making himself a solid stone for the side of Team Peak, and he's just let his teammates work perfectly in tandem to try and find those opportunities. Now with 30 seconds gone, nothing has happened just yet, but all of the action in the orange half of the lobby.
lot of the action there as it will continue here. Oui Oui on a little bit of a defensive run. Could it be an aerial setup that will be read out pretty good by Holland again, who's been, you know, that third man back, been that extra player to just defend out some of those shots, meet him at midfield. This time, though, it's got to be a double commit over towards the side. That could have been dangerous comp almost with an extra opportunity. Skippy, though, they want to keep that offense going. They want to keep it going here, but look at this open net. It's just going to be too late from comp to try and find it.
It's going to be a 50-50 now with Skippy in the air. Alex trying to find those opportunities as well. He's finally made a breakaway. Thankfully for him, he's going to count his praises for that opportunity. 50-50 with Skippy now. He's going to ball to the backboard, saved by Ezekiel. He's going to pinch off the back. Now Holland's going to try and find someone in the middle. Sadly for him, it seems Alex is a little bit too late for the job. And now it's an opportunity now. Good shot in there from pass and play from Ezekiel onto comp. Sadly for him, was defended well from the side of Team Peak. And now Holland trying to find the last touch, trying to find and generate an opportunity for a shot play. And from both of these teams in the second game, this best of 3 series, nothing has happened just yet. There are some moments shining between both sides.
But just yet, still a lot of Rocket League time to play, though. 3 minutes on the clock, and we know one goal really could change the entirety of everything in this series. So we saw that last one coming in with just under 15 seconds left. So this time, any single goal could be huge. Skippy's got the linebacker, fakes to the left, goes to the right, and we'll find the first goal here for Peak.
My God, what a play in Holland once again. That duel from last time. The main reason why they managed to make a breakaway in the first game was Holland and his teammate Skippy. They're working perfectly in tandem to getting a bump play, and that counterattack was so effective once again, and we can see why those all-in plays are so bad, especially in this situation where there's a lot of pressure against you. But save there from Alex once again. Good last man back. You see, this is why I said this man is such a solid third man here, and all of these, the whole team of Peak now working in tandem perfectly to make sure these balls aren't going in the back of the net just yet. 2 minutes 30 seconds of the time here, and 1 goal is Peak.
But I love to see that from Comp and company, you know, just start to put those fast shots on the board. Sometimes those can just catch your opponents off guard. Those can be the shots that score you the goals, but you see it right in the back line. It's going to be Alex. Those are the shots that score you the goals. How about a backboard soft touch from Holland, leaving it perfectly in Alex's hands?
He's just left. I see he knew he was comfortable enough to leave it to his teammate, and the amount of trust he had in there did not go in vain for the side of Alex as well. The play in the pass, the awkward opportunity from the defense from the side of Oui Oui, and now they're gone 2 goals. A lot of pressure now. They're looking to possibly come in after winning 5 games. What a journey it is all the way into the losers final, but sadly for them, even in the lower brackets, you might just meet your maker, and I think the Oui Oui finally met their kryptonite here in this moment. Oh no.
It's possible, but not if you make those rotational mistakes right there. Oui Oui going to find the backline. It's going to be Comp on the assist first, putting off a beautiful pass, and there you go. Just beats the backline. The rotation's just a little bit too slow. Not expecting a shot coming out there from the side wall. Oui Oui all of a sudden with that goal right back into it, cutting down the lead to 1.
They'll have to cut down the lead to 2 as well. That's nothing at that point. That was kind of a good opportunity from the side of Oui Oui, but sadly for them, it just didn't work off well. Snow off now, trying to look to make a breakaway, but and still failed. Now Comp looking to find his teammate with the pass off the ceiling. No link up is happening just yet, and the side of Peak here, they're looking to remain strong and solid with the rotation and the defense as well. Good save, ball bouncing off the cloth. The woodwork twice, the same one. I think they have a personal vendetta at that one at that point, but nonetheless, the ball rolled in by Ezekiel, tying up the game 2-2.
Ezekiel, you didn't have to do him that dirty. The touch in the air fakes out one. The second player cheats for the boost. Oui Oui, it's the pretty much Ezekiel solo play there to score that goal. A second goal on the board for them. All tied right back up, but off a kickoff. Can't make those mistakes. There you go. Just quick enough to defend it, but back to that standstill. Ground 0.
Yeah, 50-50, and right now, I'm not gonna lie, that standstill is looking impeccable from both sides. They kept it in checkmate now, and I think it's kind of like the haha, I got you moment from the side of Oui Oui. They're definitely happy about that moment, considering the fact that it's a very, very hard and well-earned battle from their side to tie up the game. But with 1 minute left now, I think the tension is rising, the storm is building. But will that hurricane settle on whose end of the lobby? Now that is a question that can be answered within the next 40 seconds. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to see who's gonna be at the end of it. Remaining strong is Holland.
Oh,
Llama,
man.
Llama.
Oh, boy. Holland. Talk about them as a defensive legend all series long. How about the offense? Perfect pass from Skippy, perfectly laid. And again, it's the same story, Ground Zero. A late goal from Peak. Oui Oui a little bit more time to respond, but they're going to have to do it quickly.
They're gonna have to do it way faster than anticipated. I don't think they wanted to see another goal happening at their end here now. I don't think they've ever been faced this kind of situations where they're so on the back foot and being silenced multiple times by a team like this now. We've seen a Peak here. They're looking to develop more and more opportunities as the game goes by, and they're shutting down the other side as best as they can. But could this been an own goal there nearly from this side? It looked like I was watching Alex there turning into a mafia slowly at the same time. But those last second goals being the end of Oui Oui right now, and the ball's still finding itself action in the last moment. Skippy trying to find a last second double tap, but nothing has happened just yet. And I think this game finally ending. A last second flick, an opportunity. Will it happen? I think not, but the ball will still find itself in the air. All in now the 50-50 down. It goes, bounces to the corner, still remains it up in the air. Comp. Will they be able to do it, Lama? Will they be able to build this barrel back from the other side?
It's the question. The final shot. No! No! It's half in the goal.
Oh,
Tears are flowing down my face. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, the ball is right there. Any more time, it goes in. Peak, though, they hold on by just a couple centimeters. They take game number 2 by oh, man. Oh, Ground Zero. That hurts. Peak,
that
though.
is tragedy. That is tragedy.
That hurts. That hurts. That's all I can say.
This,
I'm speechless.
I think Shakespeare wrote this script there. I'm not gonna lie, Lama, because that was a Shakespearean level absolute devastation from the side of Oui Oui, who's fought so hard to keep themselves in the run for this competition. But their story ends here, and the book of their chapter is done and finito. Getting that redemption arc, and I'm not gonna lie, Lama, I'm all here for it. I want to see, will it win? Will it be Hey Whoa, who's coming from a very, very strong option, and now they still have that game advantage as well against against Peak, who's coming in from the losers bracket.
Yeah, it's going to be a good grand final series for sure. But like you said, we do have to just give a quick shout out to Oui Oui. A really good run. Yes, they fell a little bit early up in that winners bracket, but 5 in a row. That is one for the history books. Although it's a third place, got to still hold their heads high. And I know they'll be back. I know Comp and Company, always some good players to have here. So I hope to see them again. But now we shift that focus onto the grand finals, a best of 7 for the entirety, the title, the prize pool, the glory, everything. But unfortunately, we do have to wait just a little bit. We got to get the lobby set up, get the players in here, and get ready to go. So don't you guys go anywhere. Frost Esports will be right back.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. It's crazy. It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like stop these conversations.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and back in here to Frost Esports, where we have come to the final stage of our tournament bracket here. Everyone else out of the tournament, but down to these two final teams that are going to be battling it out for that grand finals victory. Still Llama and Ground Zero here to call it. It's going to be another one, another good one that is Ground Zero. I'd have to say.
I really have to agree with you there, Llama. Once again, we're just all on the same wavelength here. I'm not gonna lie there, Llama. But it's gonna be amazing to see how well these two teams fare. But there's a lot of pressure here on the side of the opposition here for Team Peak. You just have to remember that it is a team, hey, whoa, who are in the advantage with game one. already theirs for sure. So with the best of seven on that, so best of seven is a very, very long battle with a game seven advantage, with game one advantage as well. It's not going to be easy battle for sure between both sides. But Team Peak, they're looking like a completely different team coming up from the losers bracket up to the now. So Redemption Arc, I'm hoping for it.
Yeah, Redemption Arc is there, but we've seen this series before, albeit a little bit shorter, so we're hoping to see some changes from either side as we get into the first real game of this grand finals. Like you talked about, that game advantage already going to be in Woah's court, but Peak, they win this first one, they could completely equalize that out and make it back to that best of 5 that they just played.
Actually, once again, but will they be able to do it? We've seen Team Woah come in and be the kryptonite that destroyed Team Peak here. Just earlier, watching them play in the semi-final, in the finals itself as well. So, will it be a different story? Now that is the bigger question. Good flip reset there, Holland changing it from the Fennec, who remained very, very low throughout his journey into from a Fennec into an Octane. So, does he feel more comfortable in the Octane for the finals? Who knows? But right now, with the flip reset attempt at the shot there, could have been working out well, but. With nothing happening between both sides, a lot of the action still nonetheless prevalent and present between both players here on both sides. Well, this goes in this best of 7.
Well, continues to go here. Minute gone, though. Nobody on the board just yet. No teams able to secure any in the back of the net. A shot there might have changed the words in my mouth. Skippy able to find it, though, on the defense. Holland going to try and push the issue, push the offense. The demo looks beautiful from above. And Holland finding the first goal of this playoff series.
That was beautiful. Seems to me that the other question I asked about his change from a Fennec to Octane has worked out well. What a play, what a shot, and what a goal. Good flip reset, caught it off well, and here we give credits to the demo that disrupted them completely, creating basically a smokescreen effect against Team Woah here. And now it is Team Peak in the lead by 1. But still, a lot of Rocket League in this game still left to play for, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's the fun about the Rocket League games here. Woah definitely not out. They got some time to come back, but with some offense of their own. A nice little touch off the roof there. Won't be able to find nothing. Alex making sure to cut that angle down and cut the opportunity down, as now turning that defense right back into offense for themselves. It will be another shot on goal, a double commit. No one is there from Peak to get it, and Plum going the other way, beats 1, doesn't beat 2. It'll be a good-looking defense. A double commit will have to stop it.
Double commit nonetheless. You gotta say double the effectiveness nonetheless as well. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left the timer here, and now passing the opportunity from Alex and Skippy. They're looking to make it look like the rlcs for a second there. It was close, but sadly for them, no bueno. And now the ball still being fought over. Possession being given away between each other like a tennis battle. I can't even see which one has it all longer than 2 seconds. Now Resund and Holland fighting in the air. Now back in the hands of Lev, who's going to push for a ball into the other half. Here's Skip getting a touch, pass up the opportunity. Will he get the shot? Will he get the goal? It seems not. And now Holland just waiting patiently for his teammate to work on something. And Team Peak and Team Woah still 1-0 for Team Peak.
1-0 to hold on to their lead here, but just 1 goal, not the most structurally sound lead to hold throughout the game. So would love to at least add 1 more as they're contesting in the back line, making sure to put pressure onto these players. Right now, though, Lev, 2 saves on the board. This time going for to add the second shot. Won't go anywhere, though. It really does look like Peak really playing well with Holland in that back line. The defense holding down as once again they go on the offense, but neither team really able to get control of this slippery ball.
That was a fantastic play. What a shot. What a goal as well, Alex and Holland. Finding good possession of the ball, though. They don't really need to be doing so, considering the fact that you're on the same team here, boys. Holland, he was facing a very impenetrable end there at the hands of Lev. Sadly for him, it doesn't work out well. Good counter-attack opportunity. Good save there by Lev. Bouncing it perfectly back into the hands of Plum. Plum now will get the shot. Alex faked it off to his teammate, Skippy. Now Skippy, 50-50's away. 1 minute, 10 seconds left of the timer here. Still is there hope for Team Peak to maintain their lead that they're strongly trying to fight for so long. It's been 5 minutes of full action-packed tight Rocket League here, and still it is Peak maintaining their 1 goal lead.
1 minute remaining, though. Anything could change. 1 goal here especially from Heywo, could completely equalize out. A mistouch there actually leaves Plum with a beautiful touch, a beautiful pass. Celeb is just waiting, biding their time. You see it. The mistouch out in the air causes this goal. Alex has to play the passer, has to play Plum, cut down that angle with that PK, that one-on-one. Heywo, we talked about how big that goal was. They'll have it.
Definitely. Well, they saw a big opportunity, big opening, and they took heed of it. They're the team to look give towards them. They're always they got no mercy in their bones here, team. Hey, well, we gotta talk about that. They're just ruthless. They're here for one goal only, and that is the sweet cash prize money here. Now Skippy was like, tap it off, but I think we just saw that demo there and kind of did block his perspective of seeing now Holland perfect clear. It's a gorgeous opportunity. Open Skippy with the goal. Skippy with a shot. 25 seconds of the time here, but what a play that was. Beautiful clear there from Holland.
That's just a nice lay-in, and unfortunately unable for Resins to, get that touch in the middle of the air. So no aerial control in either of those two goals means that, it will be a lead back to Peak. A very quick response. We talked about it for, hey, whoa, that goal really equalizing at the playing field, but Peak giving that playing field right back to themselves. 15 seconds left to go here as they set up once more. They're looking for more goals. They're looking for everything as we get to single digits. 4 shots from Holland, 3 saves. I feel like has to be the MVP of that first round. It is looking like that it's going to be Peak tying it up. Hey, whoa, they got some extra pressure on these final 0 seconds, but Peak, he got the plays, he got the game.
They got that game tied up with that game advantage now becoming nil for the side of Heywo, and what a battle this has been from the side of Peak. They played so well, so strong in this game, and like we said before, becoming warm from coming up the losers bracket. That redemption arc is finally looking to actually become a reality rather than just fiction at this point. So with this game, we've definitely seen them playing so well, but that 1 goal lead, like we said, is a very shaky structure to keep yourself on strong on for, and Heywo, they shattered that early on, but perfect response there from Holland and Team Peak here, and they've played out perfectly, beautifully well. But will they be able to maintain that same structure in the next coming games? Because, at this point, stamina is going to be your biggest factor that makes or breaks you.
It is, but I mean, importantly, you got to look at the shot category there. Both teams had equal opportunities, and yet Peak was still able to win it. So, you got to give them credit. The offense, and again, Holland, 611 score, really deserving. Got to say, MVP, the goal, and 3 saves in their back pocket. Is there a way that Heywo can shut this down? They'll have to answer that because, obviously it is a long series. Yes, that game advantage now equalized, but you got time to adapt. That's what that game advantage is for, not to just say, okay, we have a throwaway game. No, it's a game where you could say, okay, we lost. How can we adapt and move forward?
Exactly. That assessment is right. It's an insurance that's there just to keep you safe, but it's only safe for one-time opportunity. It's like cash that if you take out only one time, and better not sure you waste that opportunity. Now you've learned, now you got time. Now, how will you adapt? And the teams don't adapt. I said from the start, from the get-go of the stream there, Lama, that the teams don't adapt. They never succeed. And hey, skip Team Peak here. They've been a team that's been working, they've been adapting, they've been figuring out from the get-go, from scratch, and they've worked out so well with each other from the start, even though it's been a very rough journey, but it's been a great journey, and they've made it.
Might have been a rocky boat ride to get here, but they are setting up. They're going to plant their crops, and they're going to hope what they reap is a series win, but still going to be hotly contested as we move into what is technically game 3 of this one. Some demos, already high-flying action between these two squads, and Skippy flying back to make that save here, invested some of that extra boost. Alex, speaking of boost, has none of it. Will have to drive back into the opponent's corner to take it. That means a player advantage for Heywo for just a second, but can they capitalize off of the air? It's Resins, a demo as well.
Physical aggression, a bit of a change of pace. I do like that. You gotta shake it up every now and then, and no better way to do it with the demo and same way to shake it up with that shot. Alex, beautiful play there. Perfect passing, 50-50 with Holland. The ball bouncing perfect right back in the hands of Alex. Serves it up like a silver platter, and he shoots that ball with 125 kph. I'm not gonna lie, that's a speedy ball for Team Peak here.
It's speedy. It also goes to show Holland can do literally anything here. Not only did we talk about last game, the goals, the saves, the defensive monster there, but now the assists, just not playing selfish, just leaving up those perfect passes for the team that do find the back of the net. So an early lead for Peak. How do they continue to hold this? Because 3 minutes 30 is still a lot of time, Ground Zero, but they're pushing again.
Exactly. Will we see a mirror image of the last game? Now, that is a very, very good question. It could come back, but these two teams, they're looking to change it up, especially Hey-Wo. They're starting to adapt and add in. The biggest factor that I've seen is the demos, which has slightly worked here. As we see, there's a lot of gaps now in the rotation effect for Team Peak here, so they're working overtime just to come back in the right position, making some of these odd touches and off plays. And now with 3 minutes left of the timer here, it's still going to be a very, very uphill battle for sure. The likes of Mount Everest with Lev now trying to find a shot opportunity will be saved, and still it's going to be 1-0 for Team Peak.
Yeah, holding on, half this game left to play. Hey-Wo, though, very good shots in the past about minute, maybe half a minute to be exact here, but they're continuing. They don't want to give up, but there was an open goal there. Unfortunately, the player running through the back line could not get there quick enough, so is a little bit good enough on the defense. Peak hold on for now, but now they get to drive on their own. Very good from Plump, you know, reading these plays out, starting to adapt to it, but Skippy trying to build up a play of their own will get shut down early.
Down prematurely, I think far too early for their liking as well. Not gonna like that opportunity, having been thrown away and wasted. Now Allen's still stuck in the other half here, Skippy demoed, and now to asking the opportunity there from the side of Alex and teammate Skippy, but sadly for them, they can't make anything of it. Minute 50 seconds left on that time here, and there's still 1 minute 50 seconds left for the timer here. A lot of time for the side of Team Peak to either lose it or win it. And they're definitely aiming to win it here, but Team Hey-Wo, they're still fighting the biggest battle of their lives right now.
They're fighting. They're pulling out the gloves. They're ready to go off in the corner. That 50-50 will technically go the way of Hey-Wo after a redirect there from Lev. A nice middle field pass as the micro passing looking good down the stretch. Resins, though, going to try and go for their own play. It doesn't work out. It bounces back to mid where their teammates rotate in once again. They start up again for the offense, but can they keep it in? Can they keep the possession for now? Yes, the flip reset from Resins trying to set up. Beats one, beats two, but won't beat the third.
Sadly for him, there's still 1 minute left on the timer. The ball bouncing down the ball.
Oh,
perfectly off a play there from Holland. Ball off the ceiling. This man has been hitting his trigonometry classes because that angle was perfect. And a cute angle, I think, as well, if I'm correct here. But my God, what a play that was right on the 1 minute marker. It goes 2-goal lead for Peak here, and they're definitely peaking for sure there, Lama.
And the $10,000 shot, you speak of it right from half court, right when Hey-Wo was looking so good. Again, for a minute and a half there, their offense was high flying. They were performing so well. And to have that come back, just a quick counter-attack goal is so crushing to the spirits here. But still time on the clock. That's the most important thing for Hey-Wo. It's not over 35 seconds is what they'll have to work with. But it's going back once again. An open empty net. The rotation should be good enough, but 30 seconds to play, you're still down 2.
And right now, there's a lot more physical aggression. There's bumps and demos, but Alex there with another little pop-up flick open net opportunity there from the side of Team Peak here. Will they get it? No, they will not. Good save from left. It's going to pop it on, and there's still more 50s popping all around as well. But no goals popping, sadly, for the side of Team Hey-Wo. I think they're going to have to force to concede this game as well, because too little too late, even if they get 1 goal on the scoreboard. And this game finally sees us ending here now with in favor of Team Peak with 2 goals to their name. In the third game, basically, of this best of 7 series.
Yeah, they'll take it here. 2-0. They will leave a goose egg on the opponent's plate. Although, you know, goose eggs, they're pretty massive. They're pretty nice. It's not what you'll want on the Rocket League scoreboard here. As Hey-Wo, they 2 shots for the entirety of the game. That seems low. Peak only had 3 shots, but I mean, they connected on 2 of them, so that was good enough for them. The defense really was the tale for both these teams, you know, making sure that they can get back to those rotations. But the quick counterattacks when Hey-Wo, when they seemed like they had so much pressure on Peak's shoulders, Peak was just like, counterattack, we got you, another goal, add to it, and Peak now up in the series.
Exactly. Now they're up by one, though. Will they be able to maintain it? Now that's a bigger question. They're showing themselves to hold 1 goal leads, 2 goal leads. Even on, we've seen from Rocket League that's a very shaky structure. We've seen some very awkward comebacks even occur in the case of this Frost Wizard Frost Weekly here. And right now, today is a team of surprises. So will Team Peak surprise us? And I think they're aiming to do exactly that. They got a very strong objective here in their minds, and they've got the willpower to probably make it a reality as well. But right now, this has got a very long game ahead of them. 5 minutes in game 4 here. They still need to bring this game into their favor. Let's hope so, and see how well both sides fare in this game.
That's the question. Early shot there from Lev. It's going to be, how does that not go in? Peak on the Peak defense. They're reaching their apex. We knew they were good last game, but boy, oh boy, stopping it right after the start of kickoff feels so good, but maybe another popping on through. No, denied. Hey, whoa, again, so much offensive control, but nothing to show for it.
And there's ever so close every now and then. Oh, that could have been it. And it will be that exactly for Reason. Getting a perfect read there. Even Skippy, last man back. Sadly for him, he struggled on the backflip. Sorry, Holland, apologies. He backflipped there, trying to get a quick read. But sadly for him, Reason a little bit faster the uptake. And getting that shot and getting that goal 1-0. It's in favor of Team Hey Whoa. We're in the lead now by 1.
In the lead, they hoping to hold on to this because this is such an early goal. 4 minutes left. It's a aerial shot from Alex there to put some extra pressure on board. But you talk about it, Peak, they have been able to score, and they've been comfortable at these low-scoring score lines. So Skippy going to put extra pressure on board. Haywo, though, should be able to get a pretty good counterattack. A double touch off the corner, not exactly what you're going to want. And Skippy should be able to finish this one off.
Well, cleared perfectly. Got some mid booster spawning perfectly for him as well. Flip reset from Lev. He's got the shot. He's got that goal. Ooh, Lev looking beautiful with that play here. What a first touch as well. That was absolutely gorgeous. Flip reset to get some acceleration. That last second touch was absolutely lethal to throw Alex away from the net. 2-goal lead for the side of Haywo. We're looking to take this one very strongly.
And this is a big response game. You talk about it. You go down in the series. It is one you need. They're pulling out the creative plays, not only showcasing that, yeah, we can work well as a team, but we have the solo mechanics to win this series, to score some goals on you if you're not careful, if you overestimate us. So lovely to see 3 minutes still left on the clock, though. So lots of time for Peak and their offense to get going. Can they be comfortable enough in a high-scoring game, though? I mean, you talk about it, it's so low-scoring in the first couple. How will they respond?
That's a very good question, but I think we're going to see a response there nearly from the side of Alex, but Skippy even himself missing it there. That's an open opportunity. Will from the side of Haywo get a quick counter-attack? No, we'll see not Holland looking to make a breakaway first. Gets a shot opportunity, save there from Plum. Good rotation and good positioning. I think from the side of Team Haywo, they've worked a lot more better in improving on their defense and making these counter-attacks actually a lot more successful in executing on these when they get them. 50-50, they're in the air. Worked off well by Risa. Now it's in the hands of Alex. Will he get beat on Lev? Yes, he does. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Still on the timer here, but now it's all in the favor of Team Haywo. Oh no.
Definitely is. Dipping across the goal line. There you go. Holland able to be the one to find it. Skippy just puts up a nice little touch off of the corner, and it's kind of two defenders that are sliding to the left. It's not the cha-cha slide, and unfortunately, that means it is the goal in the back of your net. Peak cutting the lead down to 1.
Gonna be a lot more pressure on their side right now, and I don't think anyone's gonna like it, especially Team Haywo, who worked so hard to even get 2 goals on the scoreboard. And now it's been thrown down all down the drain so fast from the side, from the offense from Team P. Ooh, we're gonna see a peak moment for sure from the side of Skippy here. We nearly got that beautiful redirect off the backboard there. Good save on the defense, good rotation. Couldn't get a really second touch, but now he's got an opportunity for a pass from his teammate. 10 boost to his name. Will he get that shot save there from Lev? 2 minutes still left on the timer here, but now it's 2-1. Game is, I think it's a lot more pressure on both teams because they're aiming to get that one-tied game and push it to an OT or something. They just need some results, and results they get. Holland with a beautiful double tap on the backboard.
Yeah, I mean, Alex leaves up an okay pass, but Holland just finished this one better than anything. It's touch off the backboard, a snipe towards the bottom right corner, and another goal on the board. Like you said, GZ, it's one we they needed, for Peak, the scoreline tied up now, standstill, going to resume once more, and still 2 minutes left in this game.
There's a lot more time here, I think, with the tie here
It's true.
from their
Yeah.
side, from both sides. There's a lot more, there's a lot more to fight for, in my opinion. With flip reset coming from Skippy here, who's looking to bring that tie to an end. Sadly for him, it doesn't really work out well. Good save there from Reset and Levy. He's been improving at this game and going by. He's been a lot more vocal with the flip resets and these shots. Been a lot more, as you said, solo mechanical player here. So it's a solo performance of these teams that have been coming up every now and then. But this passing plays still need to be prevalent to be able to bring this game into your favor. And with the redirect of the legends, what a player, what a shot, and what a goal. 3-2. It's all in the lead. What a counterattack from the side of Team Peak.
I mean, they had a demo there, but they thought they were going to score, and that means the Skippy pass connects right to Holland, who can find the open net. Peak, not scared of a goal deficit, back in their own lead now. It might only be one, but it's something. As we approach a minute left, a single mistake could cause a goal to get Halo right back into this game. But for Peak, you talk about it, this comeback is huge. If they can hold this lead, the underdogs will be going to series point. Holland taking some names and taking some demos.
Oh, he's definitely taking some names. He's open to put it into his death note there for sure. Or should we call it demo note to be more accurate in this case here for Rocket League. Now I think both Alex looking to some teammate. You don't really need to do that. I think someone needs to be telling them in comms, but the fight is over and the team's ready back to proper rotation on the side of Holland. Now double tap opportunity. Ooh, redirect right back in the hands of Levy here, who's looking for a counteract with Plum, looking to dribble that against Skippy, and that is an own goal tragedy from the side of Holland here. Oh dear, that is horrifying.
And Plum has made these plays so many times that Plum is just saying, you know what? I got a big car. I'm going to box you right into the goal. I'm going to make you score this no matter what. A huge goal to have for Halo. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. Off of kickoff here, Alex does catch it just in time, looking for the aerial play as well to try and pass it to the teammate. Skippy trying to lay it down, the centering pass, no one there. Now a 2v1, perfectly read out and away, but we're down to single digits. Overtime looms large above these teams' heads unless the 0-second plays can get there. Somehow doesn't touch the ground, somehow doesn't get in the goal, and Peak will panically send that one to the ground and send it to OT.
Gonna count the blessings at that moment due to the fact that they really needed the OT. That ball was bouncing precariously from the goal line with only one man saving that ball from falling into that, and 1 second away from disaster. That's what I'm saying. Well, Skippy with 0 boost can't really fight off the whole team of Hey Woah here, so he's definitely going to be calling upon his arsenal, his teammates to help him out. And Holland just pawning the ball all around. He's looking to just dribble it. 1v3, it seems at this point. He's just fighting off the whole team of Team Hey Woah, but now Levy into the air and Alex, last man back, 50-50. Lev reading that beautifully for himself. And getting that goal as well. 4-3. This is one of the most hated games I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to lie. And to the honor of casting. For this game here, now it's tied up in series-wise. Hey Woah and Peak, 2-2.
Well, they're able to strike back in what is technically game number 4, completely equalize out the series once more. It's some good solo plays, some good teamwork there to bring themselves to that game win. And you know what? They weren't scared as well when there was a comeback, when there was goals scored one after another, when you were slowly losing a grip on that game. They found the goals that mattered at the right time. And look at that shot counter. That really does tell a story. 17 shots there from Halo. Yes, Peak, you got 7. You still combined on 3, and they're comfortable on a low shot game, but that is telling me that they might not be as comfortable going forward in this series.
Yeah, that's very, very true. The comfortability has now just completely gone out the window. It's been packaged, it's been thrown away, and now it's every man for themselves, or every team for themselves at this point here. Because, like we said, go big or go home. Well, the pressure's not there, but series ties. We have to see which team is going to make that breakaway. Because at this point, I think the stamina and the factor of being fatigued is slowly starting to set in here. And I think I'm not going to lie, from Team he take a big, massive hit on the mental due to the fact that own goal from Holland, he's definitely not sure.
Has got to reset, and you talk about it that it's kind of now this best of three. So now it's an opportunity for one of these two teams to get themselves on towards series point. One of them is going to do it here. 5 minutes on the clock once again, and it's still a fight for the grand finals.
Sure, for sure, it's going to be a great grand finals, as well as we're seeing such action-packed Rocket League, such great mechanics popping up individually from these players, and amazing passing plays as well, erupting from both sides. But it's going to be the make or break at the clutcher kick of the go big or go home moment from both sides. Who will be the one to do it? Well, that's going to be a question that will be answered in the duration of 4 minutes 30 seconds. Both sides still 0-0.
0-0. Already some overtimes, already some other things as well in this series. So exciting as ever as it continues once again into another game. No early goals here, no early lead. And as we talk about it, another game last game where it was separated by just 1 goal. So that does really make it every single goal has its importance. And off into the side corner here, it looks like Peak trying to get there first.
They really had an opportunity as well, to be fair to them, but the defense from the side of team Woah is working overtime, and they're definitely getting their dues, paying the bills paid as well at the same time. Good save by Alex, and that's my back. Good read. And the game will still remain tied 0-0. These teams have to go back to the drawing board, think of another opportunity. How will we generate something here? And this is a very, very awkward attempt from both sides. I think Levy just formed an air dribble, but gave up halfway through, and I believe there's a misplay there from Alex, who completely flew away across the halfway, across the lobby there. Really air dribbled there, 50-50, and nothing yet. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the timer here, and the game still remains tied for both sides.
Remains tied here, which you have to assume does give maybe a little bit extra momentum towards Woah after winning that last game. But again, we know Peak very, very comfortable in low scoring, in low shot attempts here for themselves. But up until the sky hits the ceiling for Alex, will bounce down off of that glass. This time, though, looking for a centering touch. Good read out, a kind of double commit from Woah, but they're charging out of their own defensive sector, so it's a little bit okay. Ping-ponging back and forth. No one, again, really able to get control. It's like this ball is covered in ice or something, Ground Zero.
Yeah, it really feels like it is at this point, because no one's really been able to make a play just yet. We've seen something Alex, Skippy, Holland, and from the side of the other Plum and his teammate Reson finding those opportunities. And speaking of opportunities, there it is. Opportunity comes, and Lev here once again with a goal, finally answering back to that answer we've been formulating from the duration of a good 2 minutes 50 seconds of the game here. Who scores first? And it seems to me it's going to be Woah taking the first lead.
It's the secondary touch there. Honestly, you got to give a huge ton of credit to Resins. Pulls 2 players with that first shot. The second shot, very easy to slay him home. So for Woah, good defensive communication and some good shots that really the defenders thought they had to commit to. So approaching 2 minutes left, Woah will hold on to that lead. I was going to say not for long, but Lev able to hit that pinch off the backboard, clear it out.
Working off opportunity there for Alex, and what a beautiful play, tying up the game in style with a shot. What an opportunity, you gotta say. How do you even find that with a play? Plum, he looked like he was gonna come up there, but he just made, last second hesitation, cost him that decision, and now, except for the consequences of that decision right there, 1-1, game is tied between both sides here. We're still 2 minutes left of the timer here, and it's looking to be a very, very close battle between both sides. Ooh, never mind.
Lev's going to find another dog walker here right off of the kickoff. It's a player, Alex, unfortunately, can't have enough boost to boost that forward, or just didn't read it well. Either way, it's another goal on board for Woah. Kickoff mistake, back-to-back goals, not going to be feeling too good. So for Peak, the lead now gone. It is back to Woah for 1. We'll see what they can do, if they can add some more. Some midfield passing going to go on here for Skippy, though. It's fast goals back and forth. It's another fast respawn. We're all at 2.
That was perfect, and that could have been a possibility of a save from the side of Lev here, who was looking to jump that opportunity, but knowing that Skippy was there deterred him. Perfect and great mindset from Skippy to actually go on. Accurate shot right there in the top left bins as well. Can we say placement beautiful from the side of team Peak here, but will they be able to concede another goal? It seems not. Staved it away, but now they're still in contention against each other here. The game is tied, and with 1 minute 33 seconds left, and we said before, series-wise it's 2-2. Who takes the edge here is going to be make or break between both sides, because once you gain momentum, it's a very deadly combo to have.
Deadly combo here, but some deadly combos going up at the air. Unfortunately, the mistouch will be read good by Holland, able to get it right back to the ground. A clearing pass is going to hit the crossbar. Unfortunately, no cavalry there to strike true. Alex, though, looking for it off the backboard, will be denied red perfectly. A minute left, and like you said, with it being tied, the stakes could not be higher. Again, you win this game, you are getting on to series point, tournament point, but a minute left and still tied up.
Yes, far too much on the stakes here at this point. Like I said, momentum from the side of Team Peak here is looking very, very strong, but they're getting shut down now from the side of Team Hey Woah. Bump here now. Good save there from Holland. Perfectly clear there to his teammate. Possibly be making break. 50 does work off well. Holland now opportunity. Good first touch. Bump there from bump there on Resund. And now the ball could be there in danger zone. Red alert for both sides, especially for Team Hey Woah here. 50-50 with Alex getting a flip reset off the backboard with still 20 seconds after the timer here. Starting to ring like an alarm bell. Who will make or break each side? Alex with a save. Back down clear perfectly. Plum gonna make her. 10 seconds left, and I think it's going to be an action-packed OT more than likely here, Llama.
I mean, there's single digits on the clock. That means it is, dire situation here. Zeros now. Opportunity there for Holland. We'll get denied out in the air. So yeah, like you said, we're going to OT here once again between these two teams. They need that extra time as the decider. We're back into golden goal where you score, you win the game, and winning that game will put you on to series point. Just one game away from taking the series. Skippy, though, looking to drive. The 1v1 is good, but Plum is better on the defense.
Plum was, I don't know how he managed to keep a cool mind at that moment, but he definitely had some plums while he was making that save. This is a classic flick coming there from the side of Skippy. Could have worked out well, but he just didn't have that necessary power to make sure he found the back of the net here. Opportunity this time. Good save there by Lev. That was extremely close, but now Alex finally getting a touch, a piece of the ball he had been looking for it the whole time. That could have been disastrous from the side of Team Hey Woah here, but another 50-50. Skippy passing it back down into the middle to Holland. Holland now link up to his teammate Alex. Just get the mid boost as well. Leaves his teammate Alex. Now he's getting a touch first. Fakes the flip reset. Pinch out of the backboard. Skippy with the shot. No, he's gonna get bumped now. Holland, last man back in defense. Comes back with a save. Pinch there by Skippy. Or I believe that was Alex. And my god, with 1 minute gone, still tied. Both sides.
Still tied up here. Minute approaching as we say that Skippy flies out of the midfield to find the goal. It's going to be Holland setting up the pass, setting up the bump. 3 players in the area, but they could do nothing. The Wrath of Peak will strike. Will strike true here. They are getting themselves the win. They are getting themselves onto series point. They are just one game away, ground zero, from getting themselves that, championship trophy in their hands.
Championship trophy and all that sweet kazoo as well at the same time. Can we talk about that? My god, Llama, $100 as well. So it's not easy money they've been fighting for. It's been a very, very hard on battle, especially from Team Peak here, who's been putting up a hell of a performance as well. You gotta give credits, but hey, whoa, they haven't made it easy for Peak right now, and now with an OT, it was not an easy battle. So a lot of the stakes, as I said, it's a lot to fight for now with the Team Peak in tournament point. I think a lot of the pressure's on Hey Woah. How will they perform? Will they make or break it? Will they go big or go home? Or will they crumble like a cookie?
That's the question. And you talk about Peak as well, being the underdogs, coming into the series with a game advantage already, winning 2 games in a row to start off the series. Now another to get a response to the previous game win. They're looking good, but again, these games so close. 1 goal deciding them, 1 mistake being the decider. So tension's gonna get higher as we continue to play. The fatigue, like you said, could possibly be setting in. The hands, they gotta be just sweating right now. You got to imagine.
Kalam, I don't know about you, but I'm sweating right now, and I've got my shirt off. I'm in a tank top and nothing else but my room and my door open. How do you think, if I'm feeling this bad, how else do you think these players are feeling right now? And they're feeling more than likely going to be feeling that sweat dripping down their foreheads. Probably could be filling 8 buckets at this point, and more than likely dribbling down onto their controllers for sure. They haven't really let it affect them. Great play there from Alex, but he kind of made his teammate awkward. Now they're forced to go on the rotate. 4 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Nothing haven't happened just yet, but anything can happen in this game of Rocket League.
Anything can happen. That is the truth for sure. But right now, what is happening, Peak? One game away from taking it all here. They just need either this one or the next one. Obviously, love to see a best of 7 because, you know, who doesn't love the hype of just a best of 1 to decide our grand finals? But, you know, will we get there? That's a question for them to answer. Right now, Peak putting off some good offense, trying to get at least something going. But woah is striking right back, so no real possession on the board. A touch off the backboard is going to be looking. Another touch there, unable to finish it, but again, nothing on the board out of that first minute.
Oh, it could have been making for us eat our words there once again. Peak looking very, very strong. I think both sides, woah really started off the aggression far better than Peak did, but Peak, especially from the side of Skippy and Holland's pass and plays into the middle to Alex, beautifully well. The link-up is very strong, and you can tell the chemistry in this team has worked out well. Now that they're not any more cold hands, but it might be wet hands for sure. Opportunity now, Holland open net opportunity. Will they get it? Alex has been saved there. Good last man back defense on the side of team. woah, and the ball still remains in action. 3 minutes 20 seconds of the time here. The ball, the game is still tied.
Still tied up here, 3 minutes left to go here, and you talk about it, Skippy, once again with those aerial plays. Peak has looked so comfortable in these scenarios where we talk about tension, we talk about fatigue, but it just does not seem to affect them. Even when they're scoring little shots, it looks like they are playing strong, but some good, strong defense there to deny Lev off that double touch, and try to play it back here, Skippy. We'll see what they can set up off the backboard. No teammate there. The rotates come in.
Forced to walk back ever so quickly to make sure they can come back in time as well, because the counterattack from woah is ever so ready to make sure they can get something on the score line, but sadly for them it still remains to be the same. Opportunity now for Ridson. What a redirect in there from Holland. My god, what a touch as well. That was gorgeous for the save, making sure the ball still remains outside of the net for now. Less than half the game left on the timer here. Holland looking for that flick. Let's get that goal. Well, he will now level here, looking for an opportunity. Looking for the eligible save there by Alex, who throws it away to the ceiling, and now he's going to leave it to do the rest of the work for him. 2 minutes 10 seconds left of the timer here. The game still remaining tied. I'm kind of on the edge of my seat here, Llama. Oh,
definitely on the edge of my seat, but Lev is gonna be on the edge of the goal for that one. A solo bolo rolo, and it is a play right on the goal line. The fake on in, and the goal that, I mean, woah really seemed like they needed 3 minutes of nothing. Finally, they score, and now, can they hold this lead?
It's going to be a very, very difficult question. They haven't been able to do it beforehand, but now with the stakes even far higher than even they want, one mistake, and I think they have been making those one second goal mistakes here that generates an opportunity for the other side, Team Peak here, to get those shots on their net. So now with the pressure all against them, just looking to get, maintain that, but it's going to be an uphill battle for sure.
Will be, but and a half going to be feeling good for woah. If they can hold on. We know Peak really, really comfortable in these low-scoring scenarios. It stalls for so long. The touch bounces off the bottom of the crossbar and does not go in for woah. That is one we'd love to have back, but they can't, unfortunately, at this moment. Peak, they're going to keep on driving forward, going to keep on playing for every single bit of space. One goal for them could send this one right back into a tie. But once again, we're approaching that minute mark. They're running out of time. A flying shot misses.
That was so close, but now we've seen from the defensive team, Peak here, the Peak in with it. They've already landed one goal. They don't want to make one more stake here. With less than a minute left on the timer, they're still looking to battle now with a tournament point. They need one more goal to tie it up. Unfortunately, there's no OT, but if they don't, well, they're losing their advantage that they fought so hard in the last 5 minutes earlier to even manage to obtain. Now, Levy's looking for that double tap opportunity. Will he get it? No, leaves it to his same and refund the shot. Finally for him. Saved by Skippy. Bump there from Alex. Open an opportunity there for Skippy. Skippy will get that dribble. No, it will stop by Levy's. Next 30 seconds of the timer here. No easy battle. Holland open net. 50-50 with Lev in the game. Still remains in action. No goal haven't been scored by Peak just yet.
No goal there, but they're still driving. Skippy wants to find it here. No, Holland can't get the right angle on the touch here. Down to single digits once more. woah trying to hold on to this one goal lead. It's got to be the 0-second plays. It's got to be now. It's going to bounce off the wall, hit the ground, And hey, whoa, strike back. They will take game number 6 in this series. And GZ, we are going to game number 7. Forget the game advantage. Forget whatever best of 5, best of 3. It is going to be a best of 1, 5 minutes, maybe some overtime to decide who takes home this title.
Oof, my god, the pressure and the stake, it's just been building and building and building, and I'm not gonna lie, the chapter that's been building ever since from the losers bracket for peak here, and the winners, the winners bracket, or possibly the winners are from the side of hey, whoa, these two have now coalesced and now joined into a joint story. How this clash works out, well, it's gonna be happening in game 7 to see which team wins on this battlefield, especially in Champions Field. I'm not gonna lie, good luck, and it's gonna be a hell of a battle between guys.
And again, it could be one goal. I believe the last 3 games separated by just that one goal threshold. Very, very close between these two teams. You gotta say it that even the first goal could be the game changer. But here we go. We're hopping in the final game of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It could not be more exciting.
Exactly, you couldn't have asked for a better ending, I'm not gonna lie, and this kind of ending, you don't get these every now and then, but you've been blessed, Twitch viewers, with a game 7 all the way between both teams who've been facing each other off in the finals, now facing each other off once again in the grand finals. Those game 7 advantages you said before, they're llama, now that's just gone down the drain, thrown out the window, it doesn't even exist anymore. We're here to watch a game best of 1, game 7. See which team is better. Will it be peak or will it be hey whoa? And I'm not gonna lie, I can't really pick a favorite at this side right now.
Can't pick a favorite, but this is where it comes down to it. Resin, what a soft touch. It is beautiful here from Hey Whoa. Just look at this off the backboard. I mean, come on. Gets it in behind all 3. Lovely stuff from Hey Whoa. They strike first, ground 0.
They have struck first and they've struck strong as well. They wanted to make sure that, hey, peak here, we're gonna feel it in the tomorrow morning. Now, opportunity there for Alex. Good save there by Lev. This man has been a menace since last game, being the biggest turn of the side for any team, especially Team Peak here now. He's on 50-50, even low boost. This man manages to make sure he keeps the ball away from his net. 1 minute gone down the timer, and nothing yet from the side of Team Peak here. They really need to peak for sure. It's in their name. You gotta do it.
Gotta do it indeed here, but 4 minutes to do so. That's a lot of Rocket League time. How about a flick off the backboard? Won't find it this time. Holland gonna look for it. Won't be able to find that big chunk of circular boost, so that means has to settle for the little dots, the little pads out on the field. Lev, though, with the extra boost in their kit, will try and get something done. Unfortunately, cut short. Holland off into the side angle. We know this player can be MVP level, has the ability to make saves, take shots, take goals.
Very much capable of that. He's a very, very deadly player for sure, but now he needs to be the biggest local player, especially in this moment. They've got less than 3 minutes left on the timer here now, and that make or break it moment, well, it's gonna be all about, can you do it? Can you help your team as a clutch up in this moment now? Holland now gaining possession of the ball, opportunity for a pass and play into the middle, goes 50-50 with the resun. How these opponents on the side of Peak managed to make themselves the biggest, especially for Peak, even with 0 boost, is a very, very good question, but this could be it. Holland now with the pass and play down off the backboard. It's going to be Alex now trying to find Holland, and it's going to be Skippy now, and it's just, the ball just seems to be bouncing around on the side of Peak here. Everyone just getting a piece of it, but nothing happening just yet.
Nothing just yet. Half left in this grand final game, best of 7, as once again it's going to be Holland unable to shove that one out. Plum, that one goes in. That is surprising there. Beats all of the defenders. Yeah, Holland just goes for the touch there. Plum goes for the counter. 50-50 will find the goal, and all of a sudden, hey, whoa, a 2-goal lead. And what we have talked about, Ground Zero, has been a relatively low-scoring series. That's dangerous.
That is very, very dangerous, and we've seen how comfortable these teams can be with it low scoring, especially Peak, but right now they're the ones suffering the end result of this low scoring game, especially now. Well, they'll be able to reverse the table now, who knows, but they've got only 2 minutes left in the timer here to be able to do it. It's not a lot of times with 2 goals being kept so strong and kept very stable, no matter how shaky of a lead it is from the side of Team Hey Whoa here. Now Alex with an opportunity They do. And it goes, but Lev going to be intercepting it perfectly for the pass. Now the skip going off the ceiling now to Alex. It goes passing they everyone from peak here trying to find a piece of that, but sadly for them they can't really make sure that piece ends up in the back of someone's net. Now last one back for his save. 1 minute 30 seconds of the time here. Still peak down by 2 goals.
Down by 2 goals, they got to find their offense. They got to find it soon. Alex gonna try and create some of their own. Unfortunately, can't get that pinch off the player. It means Lev trying to clear it out of the zone. These goals got to come quick. About 1:15 on the clock. Alex contesting once again at that midfield line, trying to get anything for Peak here. They try to go up to the heights, up to the aerial, but once again, the play is shut down. They're putting on pressure, but they can't find the back of the net, Ground Zero.
They really can't. They can't even make it out of the back of their own
No,
half
no.
of the lobby. And oh no, speaking of can't make him find that, it seems to me they can't find the official 50s. Sadly for them, Reson reading him so well. Once again, that heavy touch from Skippy did not work off. Running the ball, finding himself the back of the net once again. 3-goal deficit, and Peak now are feeling the pressure for sure.
Pressure going to be there, and you got to think for Peak, this is like a pull your goalie type scenario. This is, you got to put everything forward. You got to play those high lines because, so what if, hey, Woah scores one more? If you can score one more for yourself, all of a sudden you can get yourself right back into the series.
That was a very fantastic kickoff play there as well. Everyone, as you said, you got to put everyone in there, and they really took that advice literally. It seems as Holland and Skippy, everyone trying to fight that play there, and nonetheless they managed to obtain some results from that play nonetheless. And now that goal is in the back of the net there for themselves. Now they got something on the scoreline, but they need 2 more in the next 40 seconds. And that's good. I think it's gonna be demanding a little bit too much even from a team like Peak here. So an opportunity 50-50 from Holland, but they get the possession back of the hands of Plum. It goes rather than his own teammate. And Skippy now trying to pull forward. 26 seconds left. Skippy with the touch. Holland trying to find a breakaway into the other half of the lobby. Can't really be successful. Yeah, good clear, but Lev's going to intercept it. 17 seconds, and this game is still down by 2 against Peak.
Down by 2 here, 10 seconds approaching. The time is running low. It's gonna be a left post shot to try and end it for Woah, but the 2-goal lead will hold on right to the end. It'll be zeros on the clock, but all of Peak are gonna get out of the game. Only Holland chilling for just a second, but in the end, it'll be Woah. 3 goals. The high-flying offense comes out here in game number 7 to take the series. It took them a little bit of time to bounce back, but they are your Frost 91 grand champions.
It's been a fantastic evening full of surprises. We've seen a reverse sweep occur right before our eyes. We've seen a redemption arc occurring nearly there as well. Some heroic stories and some tragic ones as well at the same time. Great plays from the side of everyone that's been involved here. But, it is, like you said, it is Woah who are your winners for this 91th weekly Blizzard tournament, brought to you by Trolley. Once again, we're going to shout out our sponsor for today, which was Trolley. And give a quick shout out to us casters. We did a lot of job. It's been a great evening. Liu and me, Lama, we did some great work tonight, isn't that right?
It's been awesome. Obviously, it's been an amazing frosty night here. Woah, though, like you said, they deserve this championship. Hard fought, I gotta say. They had to battle the same team twice, not only in that winners final, but in that grand final. Both of them going the max distance. You love to see it. All these teams competing, but you also gotta give some love also to Peak. They fought, they won that matchup down in the lower finals as well to pick up that second place, and Oui Oui as well. Cannot forget them down in that bronze medal, that 3rd place. Lovely to see with that lower bracket run. But unfortunately, Ground Zero, I believe that is the last series we have of the day. Now, before we do go, maybe you guys are sitting there out in Twitch chat and you're thinking, I can play this. I got a good 3-man roster. Well, maybe you should show up next week. Join the Discord here for Frost and, participate in some of these weekly tournaments every single week. Every single Monday here, you can come compete for that prize money, obviously sponsored by Trolley. Huge thanks to them for sponsoring it out every single week. Ground Zero, any final words before we, get rid of this one?
Not gonna lie, maybe give us some love on our Twitters as well, and give some love to our broadcaster who's been great. We're working behind the scenes to give you guys some quality content. Nick over there, gotta give this man some love. He's been working overtime, and this game, none of us probably may have started a little bit delayed, but he's been working so great, so fantastic, and fantastic work in the back behind the scenes. So give him some love as well. Go follow his Twitter. Everyone's been involved in the scene. We want to thank you, and the Twitch viewers who are in the day, cheerleading on for your favorite teams. We want to thank you all for as well. But I'm not gonna lie, that's been a fantastic evening from all of us, and stay frosty until the next one. From y'all, it's been peace.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no